All right, ladies and jellyfish, welcome back to JimboVR. And today, of course, we're with the good homie Whisper DCS over there.
Hello.
And today we're going to be using the F-18s to take off the carrier here to execute a killbox interdiction sortie, designed by none other than the homie Whisper. So with that being said, go ahead and tell our salacious viewers what they've got in store for them.
All right, so around the port of Sinai to the northwest of here, around the port, as I said, is a kill box established, and basically anything that's a weapon we can blow up. So any kind of artillery, AAA, tanks, vehicles, stuff like that, we are going to be blowing up. Yeah, that's there. I have one GBU-38, two GBU-12s, and 500 and gun or so, approximately that much. You have two GBU-38 JDAMs and a laser Maverick. And yeah, so we're going to be taking off shortly, heading there. We have a tanker, an S3 tanker to the north here. I can give you frequency and TACAN for that. It's 77 X-ray and 277 megahertz. So we'll hit that tanker before we head towards the target area, because we're going to be orbiting there for a while. So we want to make sure our tanks are topped up before we go there. And then after we get those done, we're going to be turning here. The SAMs on the coasts of the Gulf of Suez are eliminated, but to the north of the city there are SAM sites, mostly SA2s and 3s. So don't go too far north. Try and stay feet wet if you can. And the hard deck is going to be about 15,000 feet to avoid AAA. So without further ado, if you want to pause it here, then we can get started up and everything.
All right, let's go ahead and make it happen, Captain. We're going to unpause. And I'll start off by turning on my battery. Arming the ejection steed. Turn on the APU. Cranking the engine. Setting the left throttle to idle.
Start with the right engine.
We're going to mix it up, okay? I guess now is a good time to set the bingo level as well, while the engines are spooling up. Got my bingo level set, and we'll set the INS to this carrier, turn on the radar, turn on the flare, and the laser search track. Set the flaps, turn on the oxygen, because I always apparently forget that.
Yep.
Turning on displays, cranking the right engine, checking RPMs on the right engine. RPMs are coming up. Everything's looking nominal.
Here,
Go ahead and restart the flight controls here. And we're gonna set the takeoff trim.
right engine.
Going to set the INS to stored heading so I can align a little bit quicker here.
Idle. That's my canopy here.
Squeezy. Alright, I'm gonna turn on my helmet mounted queuing system. Because apparently I have one. Oh, but it doesn't work because you took it off. Bummer. Let's get my stores set up. The Maverick, we need to change that code to 1688. Change that code. We're gonna wait for the JDAMs to align now. They have a 10-minute cooldown time, so I'm just gonna let those cool down while I'm on the deck here. And while the INS is aligning, we have about 30 more seconds left on the INS here.
Get my INS going now. IFF on TACAN 75 on iOS 15 on data link, turn that on.
APU's off.
This gets it off. Leaving it air.
I set the suit temperature a little bit warmer than the cabin.
I'm setting my bingo for 4,000 pounds. I assume you're at 4,200.
I mean, I shouldn't have to even tell you.
I'll just set it to that. That's what that say. I'm setting my bingo.
Alright, INS complete. Setting to, I guess you set to IFA?
Yeah, I just set it to IFA.
I never do that, I don't know. I think I'll just do what I do. It seems to work.
Yeah, they both work. I think in NATOPS and other manuals you set it to IFA, it's typical, but I could be wrong. That's just what I do and it works for me.
Alright, wheel chocks coming out. Saluting. So we can get the shooter over here to come help me out. And ladies and jellyfish, we're accompanied by the new and updated deck crew from DCS, which provides you taxi instruction as well as the launch instruction. So it's a whole nother layer of realism. So they're in position, they're waiting for my salute ready to go. Whisper, are you about ready for taxi?
I'm waiting on my 8 AMs, but I have my INS done, so I just want to let those finish up first and launch.
My JDAMs don't seem to have a timer on them anymore. I don't think it takes 10 minutes.
No,
I
it
think
doesn't.
takes less than
It's a
minutes.
couple minutes, though.
Alright, cool.
As it counts down from like 10 to 101 for that quality. I'm at 3 now. Just went down from 4, so it's like 2.5 minutes. I think it's the full time. I'm almost there.
Alright, no problem. Well, once your wheel chocks come out, I'm going to do the salute, so that'll be my indicator.
I'm gonna set my to steer point 1.
But for the viewers just tuning in here, definitely subscribe for more to Whisper, DCS, and me, JimboVR, and join our Discord. We've got pinned in the description. And also, Whisper, if you want to give them a quick, just a rundown, it doesn't need to go over as much detail, but just basically a quick briefing for the new viewers tuning in here.
Yeah, so we are going to be
we're
going to be flying to the north, kind of northwest here. Pillbox Interdiction. Basically, any military target that is around the port of Suez, we're going to be blowing up. SAM threat a bit to the north, so try and stay feet wet. Don't go below 15,000 feet. Let's see, my JDAMs are all set here. Salute.
Alright, salute. And as you can see, Whisper's crew is walking out to position to guide him to taxi, and my shooter is now instructing me to taxi forward, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a little throttle, start rolling. It's telling me to push the nose right, and now he's guiding me to this guy. He's going to probably tell me to go more right. Yep, that makes sense. And now this guy is guiding me to the shooter over here. Looks like he's taking me to Cat 1. He's telling me to go straight, he's telling me to go right, go straight, and is now guiding me to the final shooter, instructing me to lower the wings and taxi forward here into position, lining up right over the catapult, and there we go, telling me to stop. And we're going to deploy the launch bar.
So he's probably going to set me up right behind you on Cat 1.
Alright, canopy down. Flaps down. Where you say you are? You're going to be right behind me on Cat 1. He's putting you. Okay, I'll take off here.
Flaps half, trim, set 17 up.
Back in on 7.5. We're hitting the tanker first, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so tack in 7.7.
ILS 15. Data link on. Beacon on. IFF definitely on. Okay. Spooling up. Throttle's good. And salute. Got my one hand on the throttle and one hand on the oh shit handle. And here we go. Positive rate, gear up, flaps up. And left turn orbit. 800 feet, 250 knots. Orange Jeep gives us the peace sign. Good to see you again, Orange Jeep. Heck yeah. Always love to see returning salacious viewers.
My launch bar is coming down. I got seat and everything armed.
Check warning lights. Everything's out.
Control room. The wings are out and locked. Trim is set. Flaps are half. Hook is up. Harness. Warning lights. Center steering is off. And it's on. Gotta get hooked up here.
Right here at 3 o'clock.
Launch bar coming up. Pulling up. Looking out my controls. Loot.
Rejoin.
Alright, 777 X-ray.
Copy, taking us at 77 X-ray, 99 miles. Doing it one rehearsal to get screenshots for your thumbnail, I think is a good idea for each custom mission.
Yes. Behind me? But yeah, I can see it on my side page. Slow down a little bit. There you are.
Yes.
climb to about 20,000 feet here, approximately.
Ascending 20,000. Yeah, I guess I take back what I said the other day about the Hornets being ugly.
That's a good looking jet, I think they look cool. Nothing else.
What do you mean?
I mean, they are ugly with the double ugly loadout that we have with the more hard wing. With the,
Just this particular one.
those two drop tanks. But these are real loadouts.
They didn't actually use these.
Oh yeah,
No shot.
I guess. Check. Yeah, that's what I base these on. It's just real. These are what they use basically in Iraq
Wow,
after
Gas would not
like
join
2005 for a while, starting around then when the GB38 entered service.
Gas, what's the title of Whisper Stream?
It's F-18 Hornet Air Interdiction Carrier Ops with JimboVR. I'm gonna shorten it to just carry it, to remove the carrier ops part, actually.
I thought you were just gonna be like, I'm gonna just shorten it to JimboVR. I was like, as you should. Proper.
It's F-18 Hornet Air Interdiction.
Let's go! You can change it while you're streaming? That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, through OBS?
I have it just the YouTube Studio pulled up
The
on my
YouTube
other
Studio,
monitor.
yeah, that's what I figured. I was like, I haven't seen a setting for that in OBS.
There might be a way, I forget, but I just do it to YouTube.
Yeah, it works faster.
We're gonna level out here.
And get some F3 views for the viewers.
Yeah, that's what I was doing that a bit. I got that Echo 19 audio line. I'm gonna slow down here. I'll cruise at like 400 knots. I don't even need my hands because I'm just using autopilot, double autopilot. So nice and easy.
I have to use my hands.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you could get separation and then you have to.
I use a little bit of peanut butter too, but I also use my hands.
Why?
What?
Never mind.
I'm about to smack into your one. I'm like, I could reach my hand out and grab one.
Got long hands. And arms, I mean.
Alright, well maybe now I could. Yeah, right about now.
But please don't kill me.
That's why I went down. But that was close though.
Oh, they were close. I have ears. I got a couple people watching right now. We're flying to blow stuff up, shockingly. Air interdiction. So basically, any ground targets that we find in the area, AAA, tanks, trucks, etc., we're gonna blow up. But right now, we're gonna go hit the tanker, so we have enough fuel for to loiter over there for however long it takes. So we're flying to our S3.
Yeah,
that's
we don't really
on
know
station.
exactly where these targets are. We just know roughly the area in which
Yeah.
they're going to be stationed.
So, to the north here, northwest, is a tanker and
Yeah.
S3 on station that we're going to fly and hit first 40 miles.
We'll be using sensors, T-pods to, like the lightning pod, I'm pretty sure is the one you gave us.
AT flare.
The AT FLIR pod, yeah. That'll be our main eyes in the sky to find our target.
Technically, we are supposed to have the Nighthawk pod for this loadout in this time period, but we don't have that, so
We don't even have access to it.
it's not good. We won't ever get it, unfortunately, but I would like to have it.
Why not?
Because I don't know if there's enough documentation for it, first of all, but also because this Hornet is like a later variant. Later like software basically, so version essentially. So I don't know if it's still compatible, but even so, it's like when this specific one was in service, they stopped using the AT FLIR. I mean the Nighthawk pod, because it's an older version. They used basically since the late 80s through to the early 2000s until it was replaced by AT FLIR. It's
You'll
kind
get
of
a
like
couple F3 shots, like do like 3 of them in a row so I can watch your stream later and see how it looks. And hear it. I would love to hear how it sounds.
yeah.
That mod.
Yeah, all this pocket sounds, startup,
There's no way.
F-19 is a good job. Their F-16 mod I like too. I use that as well. And they're the ones who did the new audio for the Kiowa. Whoa.
Let's try this again.
Alright, I'm gonna contact the tanker.
111, request rejoin.
Alright, where are you? Oh, there you are. Descending. 15,000 feet.
I'm just doing spirals around you.
I see. I'm finally getting up to the first interesting part of this stream.
What do you mean the whole thing is interesting, dude? You're flying a fighter jet.
Yeah, but, you know, cruising for however many miles this ends up being 300 or so is not the most interesting thing in the world.
Gotta get the people what they want.
Yeah, we
That's
could
what the
have
box
some
did.
good
Get the
conversation.
people going. We gotta have some good conversation. Bro, we're flying to the tanker.
Yeah.
It's tip lip in these sorties.
Well, generally speaking. Well, sometimes, I don't know. Probably.
How would it be logistically in a situation like this?
I think it's
If you zip
usually
lip
not talking
majority of the
on
time, especially on
radios
landing.
as much as possible.
They would do
Not
call
call
out for employment though, like Pickle.
Yeah, and they're on the radios to talk to the tankers, but
But it would be minimal.
said radio is silence. Well, yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay, switching 127500. Oh wait, actually switching to 277. Call 277. Okay.
111, request rejoin. 111, proceed to pre-contact at 15,000 and 280.
15,280. Got it.
I have visual on the tanker, you?
Yeah. It's out there. We can go faster.
I guess on his other account. Unit rev,
Wow,
bank,
Gas has
purple,
2 accounts and
orange.
none of them are in my stream.
He's the only
What a good
he's the
friend.
only person watching my stream, but with 2 accounts. I get my ad revenue up. The most money I've made in one day so far was like $2.50, which is a lot. I was shocked by that. I forget what video. but-
Oh, you made 75 on that live donation day.
Yeah, well, I got like half of that, but
So that would be the most.
yeah, but I meant for ad revenue.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Well, I'm a small channel. I gotta grow it a little bit. I hit 1,400 subs, so
Dude, you're already you're already achieving your goal. It only gets bigger from here. Just think about that. It doesn't just go down. It just goes up. So
my only viewers
You're
and my
good.
only likes on the stream so far, Gas, are you. Basically.
all right, all right, Gas, that's fine. I don't have a heart that you can break anyway, so that's fine. You don't want to.
I have that
You don't
queso
wanna
parody stuck on my
With me
head
to
now.
you want to come into the stream. That's okay. It's okay.
Alright, am I gonna hit it first or you?
Whichever you. Doesn't matter.
I'll just go first. 'Cause I'm doing contact hit it first.
I mean, I'm right beside you.
Yeah, get on my
It just
left
doesn't-
wing.
Doesn't matter. All right, watch this. Famous last words.
Check me out, check me out. Oh my god.
See, I'm good. I'm good.
Alright, radar's on silent. Fuel page pulled up, slowing down here.
Oh my gosh, Gas Turbine actually sent a smile emoji on my
Guys,
stream
put fax
and then
machines
left.
in the chat. Slowing down, don't hit me, please. I swear to God.
Fax machines means that he hates me. He told me not to hit you? My bad.
Thank you for the wake turbulence.
Alright, ladies and jellyfish, let's see what he can
Ready
do.
for contact. Clear contact.
Let's see if Mr. Wibber can gas up. First try. Says you are ignoring the other comment. Orange Jeep said peace sign. I didn't ignore the other comment. I said Orange Jeep said the peace sign earlier today. I would never ignore any comment. But thank you for tuning in, my good man. Alright, let's see if he can get it on the first try here. Looking pretty good so far. He's got it. Yep, I knew it.
You're taking fuel.
It's tricky with the S3, just because the hose isn't very long, so it's like, you feel like you have to be so much closer, because you have a lot less wiggle room than the KC-135. I could be
You are
wrong.
really close to it. You're a lot closer than in the KC-135.
I'm also just right next to the tail as well.
Yeah, like 10 feet away from the tail, dude. It's not far at all.
I had a teacher who was a crew member on an S3, like the 80s or 90s. Okay, anyway.
Gas turbine says my first one, dingus. Dude, you didn't. post any other comment except for the smiley face emoji. What are you talking about?
That was done.
Alright, let me see if I can do a plug and play. The old pop and plug here. What do you think? Folks, you think I can do a whole pop and plug? Because then you kind of have to guesstimate where the probe is going to be without actually seeing it.
Say vertical contacts.
No, we didn't. It's still out.
Now it's out.
On my screen, it's been out the whole time.
She retracted it on my screen.
Well, I guess I'll just wait a little bit then. Then I'll plug. Alright, here we go. Pop and plug.
Yeah, it's out
Here
now.
comes the pop. Here comes the plug.
Whoa.
What the
Please with it.
how did, okay, what happened was, I
Gas
flew
says
into
tell
that
Gas told
engine.
me to tell you to check the first comment that he sent.
I did, it was a smile face emoji. There's the pop.
Wait, do you
There's
mean
the
that the first comment you sent on my stream?
Yeah, which one? Because as of right now, I can't really look at my comments. Kind of just looking at this one spot for a little bit.
Gas insists to buy on your stream.
The first comment that I see from Gas was the smiling one. You know what? There might be... There was a situation like this the other day when I was testing the stream where I like had to close it and open it back up, and there was a bunch of comments that were there that I didn't notice before.
Just
So
refresh
that
it.
might be... Yeah, I'm probably going to need to do that. Well, I'll have to do that here in a second.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be on the cruise portion. This is after.
I feel like I'm really close to this thing.
Yeah, it does feel like you're really close. Because the Hornet's like as big, it's like longer than the S3 for the wingspan. But I love the S3 actually so much. I don't know why, but I think it's a really cool and good looking plane. I'm a fan.
Yeah, it's because you like the ugliest planes. It makes
I
sense.
do. The F-18, the S3, the A6, the EA6, the Crusader, the A7. They're all hideous, but I love them all because I think they look so good. And Phantom too. Phantom is so ugly it looks good. Alright, nicely done.
Yeah, man. Check the fuel page here.
Just under 15,000 pounds now. I'm gonna go back to my radar, turn the timer off. I gotta retrim because I got
Third
way
page
more gas
on.
in my right tank.
Somebody say gas?
Then kind of making sounds. Let's see.
Alright, air to ground is on. I will be doing my Maverick first. Followed by the JDAMs.
Almost shit.
He originally said Dave, he said liar, filthy, and then he says, originally said Dave Blunt's looking at, then sent smiley face emoji to make up for it.
Oh.
Wow.
His new, he refers to exclusively as EDPVR now.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
Yeah, that's what his name on Instagram is.
No, it's
I
on
mean Discord, that's what I
it's-
meant to say. His name on Discord, yeah.
Dude, it's not even like that, man. I'm not that big of a. It's not like I'm like that guy, bro. I don't like the Eagles that much. I'm not that big of a Phillies fan. That's me. That's the main thing he and I don't have in common.
That and you're not a 400-pound black man, but
We don't know about that. But yeah, pretty much everything else he and I got in common.
yeah.
Shadows looking good, movement's looking good. I see you in the floor page. Let's see if I can lock on. See, there he goes on the floor page right there. Oh, there, now he's moving all over the place. Look, there he's going crazy. Look, he's doing flips. Yeah, I can see you doing barrel rolls and stuff on there. It's pretty funny. Oh, getting turbulence here.
Turbulence.
Yeah, that turbulence just smacked my plane to the side. Honestly, that was really abrupt. All right, I'm gonna start trying to use my sensors here. Oh wait, how far are we? Which waypoint? Waypoint 1?
I'm going to waypoint 1, and then we're going to be turning shortly. We're 10 miles from waypoint 1.
Oh yeah, we're about 17 miles. Waypoint 1.
Waypoint 2 is going to be kind of our initial point, basically, and then waypoint.
Let me get Wait, why is the map page not mapping? Oh wait, there it is. Are you really making me have to go through all my fuel to catch up with you?
Alright, slow down. You should navigate to the same place, and you don't have to be right before here. Fine distance. You don't have to go through that much. Switching waypoint 2 now.
Copy, switch to waypoint 2.
It's going to be approximately our initial point.
Understood.
And then...
I'm fenced in.
Yep. I have all my jammer countermeasures and everything all set where I want them.
So what are the nations to the left and right of us?
Egypt and Egypt.
And we're over what sea is this?
This is the Gulf of Suez. The main sea back there is the Red Sea.
And where's the Dead Sea?
To the east, northeast here in Israel.
That one's cool because you can just lay in it and float.
Yeah.
I've never done that, but it seems like it'd be kind of cool to try.
No, I haven't done that.
It's like impossible to drown, I guess. It's so buoyant, though.
Yeah.
Alright,
If you're
let's pick
face
it up.
down, then the buoyancy, the density of the water because of the
Yeah,
salt quantity
that's
is
true.
kind of irrelevant, but
It's just like drowning in a puddle.
yeah, you can drown in an inch of water, 2 inches.
I'll have to try that and find out.
Yeah, it's a new form of autoerotic asphyxiation.
I gotta get more creative. I'm so
Imagine
cutting it.
dying that way, though. It happens a lot.
Dude, no way. That reminds me of something that I'll have to show you.
Oh god. That does not bode well.
I'll wait for the stream to end first.
Better. I already have to ban both of us for inappropriate language and content at this point. Like, I was editing
Wait.
stuff in Discord, and then I was, like, reading the rules that are set again, and then I was like, huh, we are the biggest hypocrites in the world.
Yeah, I know. We
Because
really
it's
are.
mostly you, me, and Gas talking, or me and Gas, and a couple other people talking. It's mostly you
rules
two with
for-
the
for
inappropriate
everyone
content.
else.
It's mostly the inappropriate content with you guys, but
No, it's not.
yeah, it's... You only ever talk in the Discord when you have something inappropriate to say. I'm gonna start timing you out. I don't know if you can end your own
That's a
timeout.
lie, dude. It's a lie.
It may
talk
get
in
to the
Discord
point where
to people.
I have to punish you.
I've been waiting for so long.
That's what I mean.
What? Didn't do anything wrong.
What did
What
I
is-
do?
This mountain range is honestly looks pretty magnificent.
I love the Sinai
Afterward-
map. It's so cool.
after we
Hey, there's an
look-
airport down there,
Back-
an airbase that's not actually a real airbase because it's just
Where?
random texture. 3 o'clock low, obviously.
What is
low.
that? Oh, what
It's an
is it,
airport,
though?
but it's doesn't have texture. I
You know,
guess
well,
not-
you could still probably land there if we needed to. What,
Yeah, or
what's
just-
the name of it?
I don't know. You
Oh.
would just be landing on the ground because it's not
Take
like an
up some
actual.
feet, man.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need to be going so slow.
About 350. Yeah, I'll cruise at like. Similar speed.
Let's go. Let's start at 25. We were approaching at 25. And that would give us at least 10,000 feet of descent rate to block onto a target.
Oh yeah, that's true. We'll climb up here. I have that queso song stuck in my head now.
We'll put it on. Oh wait, TOS.
Probably.
TOS. It's just so funny that we're so strict about playing songs, but not about the stuff that's in the Discord.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Discord, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join our community of professional, mature, well-minded aviators,
Most of them are. It's just us that aren't. That's the
just
thing.
shut up.
Actually,
Go
I have been called by multiple people have said that I'm the sane one of the three of you. To me and Gas, which is very funny.
You know
to
why?
me.
It's because you only.
So I have to
because
be
you
the
don't.
voice of reason and professionalism.
No, the reason is because when you're with Gav and I, it's Group A. When you're in your Discord, it's Group B. So you never show them Group A side of you.
I do sometimes, but it's like I have a soothing voice too. You have a gruff voice, evidently, as it turns out.
What do you even mean?
Not my words.
Is it, who's I swear I'm gonna smack Aggie out of the server if he's
It
talking
wasn't
like that.
him.
Who's
That's
who's responsible for this slander?
Hi, Aviator. How's it going? What's good?
Oh, it was that dude. Okay, I'm gonna
No,
ban
it
him.
wasn't him.
I'm gonna find out. Oh yeah.
Nice parade. Well, to be perfect parade, you would scoot about 6 feet back, like your wingtips are perfect position. Like you want to, according to the NATOPS manual, you want your wingtip to be in line with my wingtip, like laterally, not laterally, the way that it is, and then you want your head basically to be right across from my engines.
I see.
At 77 miles out. Still flying. Air to ground mode.
Man,
Sensors on, jammers on, RWR is on. P-pod is standby mode, not slaved. On.
you know what? You know what you got to do. Whoever said that,
Razor.
send them the link of us playing
Oh,
the
that's
Left 4
too
Dead stream.
That's a good.
Because dude, I'm like losing my mind the whole time.
I watched that clip the other day when, you know, the one that
Yeah.
with the tank, and then I just climbed.
That's the worst. That's the worst
That
moment
was
of my
the
life, dude.
funniest thing ever. That was so funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good. We're gonna need to post that as like a pinned clip or a highlight or something on YouTube.
I have that video up, and it has 30 views, but that's a good one. I love Left 4 Dead. It's so
that
fun.
whole entire video is like it's golden.
I mean, that whole stream, there's so many moments in all of those streams. It's like I can't ever remember which ones are there, but it's like I remember when we did those streams, and the first like when I'd rewatch it like the next day, I was just trying to watch like one clip to get like a short, and I'd end up watching like 35 minutes of it because it was actually like entertaining, even though it's us and I played it, but still.
Yeah, because we'd be telling jokes and just we didn't even notice at the time.
Because nobody was watching, so it's just being ourselves. It's so funny.
Exactly. That's a scream you gotta show to the dude who's like, I got a gruff voice. Because on here, I'm not freaking out the same way that I am when like 100,000 zombies are coming at me, and then you purposefully startle the witch because you think she's bad. Like, obviously, I'm gonna freak out.
only purposely startled it a couple times. When we played with Gas, didn't he go after it like and startle it every time?
Because he was like,
or it'd always be like Rochelle who would just.
Oh, it would be Rochelle, and then Rochelle would die. We would have to pick her up.
Yeah.
But then one time I was like, "Gas, go and see if the witch is bad." And then he went up and actually, he got completely grounded, and we had to save him. And I don't think he thought the same after that.
No.
Man, you're just built different. That's the thing.
The witch is just like Roxanne, but like if she was dead and a zombie and didn't have daddy's money to spend with an attitude.
She's Roxanne, even from the song.
Yeah, that's my theory. Yeah, said he's trying to determine if the witch is bad, and I forget what your verdict was.
He said it wasn't. There was a moment on stream when I asked him for his conclusion. And he was like, I don't think so.
Sonic Boom. What is that there? We're not Grand Sonic. It's just like one of us. It was like I heard one engine, a regular sound, and then boom. Alright viewers, we're almost there. Thank you for your patience. All the people who tuned in recently, good timing because the first half of the stream wasn't that interesting, other than us.
Yeah, so they already know that. They already know to wait at least an hour.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to look around for the Suez Canal. Oh wait, I see
Yeah,
looks
it's
to be
waypoint
3. Long canal of
Yeah,
water.
you can see with your teapot, there's a little arrow that says waypoint 3. If you find that, that's the target area.
Alright, stand by here. 3.
Alright,
I'm not seeing waypoint 3, but I am seeing the Suez Canal. That's where
you should see the little marker right around there. Right at the port.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was blending in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, where are you in relation to? Just
3.
pull up my essay page.
And mine's already up. I'm seeing some stuff. Let's see. So there's no definitive targets we're looking for, just any vehicle within that space.
Yeah, we just probably want to confer what they are and determine whether or not that they are.
Well, I found
military
two
targets.
separate groupings. I found two separate groupings. Let's see here. On the east side of the Suez Canal.
See the 3 batteries there, whatever they are?
Yeah, and then if you go further into the canal, keep looking on the east side of it. If you look further into it, you'll see another battery of 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
they look bigger. They look like trucks or something. Are these
I don't know,
trucks actually-
that first group of 3, that looks bigger than trucks. That looks like a sort of small installation or setup.
Yeah, I mean they could be, but they're
mortars,
still
could
trucks.
be
They could
tanks.
be like Emlers or something like that, like the rockets, rocket artillery.
Oh damn, yeah, it could be.
Potentially.
Should I go after one of them and see? I have it on my teapot.
Yeah, I
right
have
now.
it too. I see it. I'm
Are you
for
looking at the first grouping or the second grouping that's
second
further
one.
down?
the second one?
So
that's
you're looking
farther
at the
to-
one that's further in the canal. Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to attack those, and I'll attack the ones that are more at the opening of the canal?
We can do that. Yeah. I want to look around, see if I can find some others elsewhere first.
Yeah.
Before we do
Okay,
this one.
good idea.
I
At
see
least
a
we know where
boat
those
that looks like a
are.
big landing ship, and I think that's a few anti-aircraft guns lined up in a field. They look abandoned, but they're still there. So we want to be careful.
I'm not
of
seeing
those.
any anti-aircraft. Wait a minute. I think I see some sort of launcher.
Where?
So that second grouping of 3. If you look at that second grouping of
Stand
3,
by.
that's further into the canal, and then you look a little bit above that to the north,
Stand by. It's kinda
across the
blocked by
river.
clouds.
All right, yeah, just find that second group
Found
of
it.
3,
And then just across
and then
the
look a
river.
little bit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the north. Is that a?
Is it on
Look
that
up-
same side of the river, of the canal?
It's on the opposite side. It looks like it's a building, or yeah, this is a building. It's not a launcher. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, I'm starting to approach a launch range. Should I just target the 3 on the side of the river?
Yeah, I would go for those. Probably target the middle
I'll
one. Maybe you might
one.
get some frag
Oh,
damage
it's
to the other
fragmentation
ones.
for the other ones. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. I'm going after the middle one right now
Okay.
on the group of 3 that's to the opening
Yeah.
of the canal, not the ones that are further in.
Okay.
So I'm about 20 seconds away to the launch time.
Oh, I
Maybe
found
I'm
some
going
more
to missile here.
signatures. Looks like a couple vehicles, like maybe tanks or something, abandoned and a bit off to the side. I mean,
I
to
can
the north.
confirm the target I'm aiming at is AAA. So
Copy.
stay above 15,000.
That's angles 23.5.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be heavy AAA. All right,
Okay.
putting the nose down.
Are you going with the Maverick?
Yeah, I'm starting with the Mav.
Copy. I'll hold off on my bomb then. I don't want to interfere. Lasers.
All
Yeah, that
right,
looks like
in
two
range.
Tanks or something.
Rifle. Egressing to the east.
Copy.
Flight level 2,000, ascending 25,000. Or 20,000, ascending 25.
Yep.
All right, still lasing.
Yeah, these look like tanks. Yeah. 2 tanks right here, both clustered together. Definitely want to get them. I'm gonna stay kind of slow so I don't get too far. Alright. Status on that weapon.
I'm still lasing it. All right, that looks like a shack to me, my friend. Check on target, and that in fact was a S-60 artillery.
Nice. Alright. Hold off. Oh, you don't have any more laser weapons, so just make sure you're not firing the laser.
All right, I'll switch to JDAMs.
Okay. 10 seconds to release. Laser. Oh, master arm. Important. Pickle. Oh shit, I just dropped 2 bombs. Oh, well.
What did you put it on Ripple?
No, but okay, it spikes.
Egress southeast.
I have to keep lasing these though.
Oh. Try to orbit away. Use the SA page.
I'm getting engaged. Defending.
Just defend. Don't worry about lasing. Dip down. Full burner. Pop flares in pairs.
Chef.
I like pairs. Nobody shares. Facial hairs.
Got beat the missile. I don't think I missed those targets. And that was 2 bombs too. Shit. Alright.
Try to engage them from further away.
Oh, why didn't
So
I
you
have
don't
to
get
do
within
my
the
JDAM
SAM.
timer? Yeah. Well, I wasted those bombs. I don't know what I hit.
Should I go after the same targets? I'm gonna try to look for something different.
I want to hit these tanks. But dude, I'm gonna...
Oh, what is that? Oh. Nothing there.
Juniper says, love the Hornet. And Murder Doorbell. Yeah, I hate that sounds. This is why I always do JDAMs, is because when there are SAMs, or I like to, because I don't have to laze them and then, you know, miss my targets. I'm climbing back up. I had to drop down pretty low for it. Yeah, well, I know where those targets are, so I'll come back to them if I can't find anything more promising.
I found what looks to be like a group of 3 trucks. Oh, those were the ones that were further down the canal.
Okay.
So never mind. Those are in fact just regular trucks.
Are they?
Checking.
I don't know, they could be garage.
They look like fuel trucks. They might have rockets on them though, actually.
Yeah. It's
Did I drop a
possible.
bomb on one of them?
Oh yeah, I'm zooming in, I'm
actually
pretty sure they do, yeah.
The back of them looks a little more square-like than
Yeah.
a regular fuel truck.
Yep, I think you're right.
So that's... Alright, I'm gonna
those
get them with 1
three-
JDAM.
Okay. Copy.
Fuse on.
Alright, I see those.
Distant. Yes. And what's the
Ooh.
fuse on the other one?
Hold on a second. I found scuds. I found scud launchers.
Okay. That's our highest priority. We need to
Yeah.
we
There's
need to
2
find
in
where those
some
are.
trees. They have there's 2 launchers. They have the missiles stood up right now. They're not just like in transport position.
So they're capable of launching then, so we need to neutralize those pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
do you want me to? If you want to use the LST function, then I can laze them for you, and you can find them. They're kind of, you know, see how the port? It's kind of like a peninsula.
Yeah, I see
Right at
that.
the base of it, that's where they are. So if you want to get your T-pod kind of pointed towards there,
At the
right
base
where,
of the port?
where it connects to the land, the mainlands.
Oh, where it connects to the mainland. Okay, I'll look exactly around there, because it swoops to the mainland, so I'm going to look right where it connects there.
Yep.
Alright, switching the field of view.
And then click the LST function once you're kind of looking in that general area. And then it should lock on, because I'm lasing them right now.
Okay, stand by just 1 sec. LST. It's searching that area.
Stand by. I gotta get just my position. Alright, I'm lasing now.
Okay.
1688.
Searching. Okay, stand by. I think I see something. Yeah, I locked on.
Okay. Yeah, you see those 2?
Stand by. Yeah, I do.
I'm going to the westernmost one. I'm gonna drop my bomb, and then you can drop. Wait until we'll see how much collateral damage. That's pickle.
You said you're getting the westernmost?
Yeah, stand by. Let my bomb impact, so we can see if I can get both of them with this. I'm just aiming for one, so I probably won't be able to, but
I'm trying to find them again. My T-pod moved after I tried to request the lock on that location.
all right, I can
Wait,
laze
I
them
see
again.
them. They seem to be in some trees.
Yeah, that's correct.
What the heck? I guess they did that strategically to try to hide them as much as they could.
Yeah, I didn't see any ground, like people around them, any ground troops or anything, but the missiles, they're directed on the launchers, they're not. Jack?
Oh, it looked like you definitely hit something. Alright, stand by as well. I confirmed the damage on the
First
other
one
target.
is destroyed, the second one, I can't tell. I can't see shrapnel.
The second one, Hey, it's covered by the smoke. I need to go around.
Yeah. I kind of want to see if I can strafe those grads we found earlier, but I'm a little concerned about that
Dude.
AAA.
There's two more of the AAA that I did not destroy. I can go and destroy that with my 2 bombs left and get the rest of the AAA, and then we could strafe the grounds. And maybe even the Scud.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about
If
any
it's
other
safe enough.
possible AAA that's in the area.
Oh, dang. Do you want me to drop the bomb on the Scud instead? Prioritize that since
Yeah,
that
hit
is
that
a
Scud.
pretty high threat.
Hit that Scud.
Okay, I'm gonna hit that Scud, and then if I have another bomb, I'll use that on the other AAA, which is closest to
Yeah,
the
that's exactly
rocket
what I was
trucks.
gonna say, yeah. I mean, it's probably far enough that at a low angle we could probably...
We would just have to ingress it from an angle far from.
That's what I was
AAA.
gonna say,
Just
is the direction
to
that's
the
farthest
north,
to-
basically.
Yeah, exactly. And then just have to peel off well before we kind of got close to those.
It says it's in the zone.
Yeah,
I
then
don't
you're
want it to
fine.
hit a tree though.
So then egress come in from the east across the canal. Because that's where I'm looking
coming
at
in
it.
from the south.
Okay.
Okay, let me come in from the east. Then let me switch positions here.
'Cause that's where I am right now. If you look at the SA page and kind of navigate to where I am,
Okay, I'm coming from the east.
that's, yeah.
Got it. I'm turning that way right now. Okay.
I pumped out like all of my chaff. I have 1 pump left.
Must have paid off. I mean,
I didn't die.
thank goodness. Yeah,
I
thank goodness.
dropped pretty low just to be safe because those SAQs are maneuverable, but
Yeah, Najee Kennedy said Scud about to get ratioed.
yep.
Yes, to say the least. Scud's about to get sent to oblivion. With, I believe this is a 500-pound warhead.
500-pound warhead, but 500-pound bomb.
500-pound warhead would probably make an insanely massive crater.
500-pound warhead is, it would be a bigger bomb. I don't remember how much explosive is in like the 2,000 pounders. It's probably something like that. I forget though.
Alright, it says in range, in the zone. I'm not seeing any tree obstruction.
All right, then drop it.
Alright, here it goes.
Should be fine.
Pickle. And you can see where I'm looking at it on the SA page, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
And I'm looking at it. with
Oh,
the
I know what I needed to do. I might have needed to go a little bit further to the north. If I don't get it with this bomb, then I'll do the attack further from the north.
Okay.
That's where I'm heading right now.
Yeah.
Because there's an opening in the trees from the northeast.
Which
Just have to be careful of that.
State?
It's 8-7.
Oh yeah, we're somehow at exactly the same fuel state.
That's why I like to fly form instead of try to catch up. Man, where's the bomb at?
Yeah, you can drop those from pretty far, and you're at good altitude, so it'll take a bit to...
Since I can't really see it very well with the teapot, we're going to see if I can... Oh wow, this thing is gliding so far. That's going to take a long time to land.
That's why I love JDAM so much.
Okay, well while that gets lined up, I'll get my plane lined up, so if I don't hit that, then I'll be able to ingress on it super easily. Yeah, it's making progress.
I'm keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Every so often I'm clicking the F6. What do you think, Najee Kennedy? Do you think this bomb's gonna hit? Let's find out.
It should do if you were in range. It's just gonna drop from a...
Seems like it's
There we
turning.
go. It's, yeah, it's tilting down. It's gonna get some speed now.
Oh, it's going straight down now.
It's a very, very steep profile.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, there we go. Shack. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely gone.
Yes. All right. I'd say that I just confirm it on your pod.
Yeah, I watched that.
Splendid. Yeah, I'm seeing a new plume of smoke emerging right now. Even though it wasn't a direct hit, there was plenty of
It was
fragmentation.
a pretty direct
damage.
hit, I think. I punched right through the canopy of that little tree.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Well, now I'm going to wrap up that last battery that's closest
Yep.
to the to those three rocket trucks here. Let's see, where are these guys?
Yeah, I see
That's a
them.
sentence I don't. Okay, I
Yeah,
see
those are
them.
confirmed. Those are
Wait,
three
those trucks.
BM21s. I got those confirmed.
Are these the trucks or is that the battery? This looks like the battery. Yep. Okay, I'm going after that.
Okay.
Then we should be able to go in straight to the trucks.
Probably get them in one run. So I'm okay.
We'll need to do it very, very high speed at a pretty steep angle so we can go evasive quickly.
Well, I want to be high speed, but not a really steep one, because I don't want to have to get too close to them before I don't know. We'll see. Think about that.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go in basically not quite parallel to the canal, but
All right, I'll switch to guns once I see this drop here.
yeah.
Let's start our attack from.
I think we should
Like,
go
as
in one
much,
at a time.
you know-
I think one of us should watch that battery and see if it's tracking.
Okay, I'm gonna go in from the north, as much northeast as I can, while staying out of the radar range,
Okay.
and then I'll move in on the
We don't
first
have
strafe.
radars, but okay. Oh. All right. Yeah, I'll watch those.
Yeah, I'm talking about the SAM
yeah,
range.
yeah. I'll keep an eye on these. Do you have a time to impact? The JDAM? I forget. I think so.
No.
It's getting close. Okay, I just watched it.
I'm looking on my sensor here.
No, I'm getting locked by SA3. Check.
And that's definitely a shack on target. Okay.
Yeah, just watch that SA3.
Climbing.
Alright, what's your altitude? Oh, we're at the same kind of...
Oh, getting spiked. Turning away. And I'm trying to find those rocket trucks. We're a little further down, but where? I think I overlooked them already.
Yeah, I know where they are. If you just follow the coastline, then you'll get there. They're not far.
I know, I'm just trying to find them with my sensor before I go in with the guns here. Oh, I found them. Alright, perfect. Where are they? I'm like just hugging the line of that SAM. I need to get a little further out of that range. SAM is constantly just bouncing in and out of spiking me. Target's 9 miles.
Actually, this one.
I have countermeasures ready. Watch out for that AAA too.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that with my T-Pod. Still just looking across the shore. I don't see it aiming at you or anything.
Alright, keep your eyes zoomed in on there. I'm moving in, heading 240. Descending 10,000. I'm trying to get them all in one strafe, but this might be kind of tricky. Because I would be kind of passing over the AAA area almost. Let me know if they start turning.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Alright, I'm out.
Oh, I decided.
I'm not seeing any AAA come up toward me.
Yours seem to be good.
I think I got all three of them.
Yeah, I can't tell. They're just... Oh my god. That's quite the secondary
Oh, AAA's coming up.
Alright, yeah,
Coming
defend.
Yeah.
Let's get up to altitude.
I'm getting up. Yeah, I can see AAA's along the west
Yeah, I
side
think you got all three of them.
on the grass.
It's hard to tell. I saw a big secondary explosion. Alright. I think we should egress. I don't have any more bombs. I don't really want to strafe any of the other targets in the city or anywhere there because I think that they'd be too powerless. Looks like 3
You think
shacks
so?
still on those rads though. Good job.
You don't want me to go in and try to strafe that last AAA on the east
No.
coast?
No,
Okay,
too risky.
I'll take your word for it. I'll rejoin. Are flares working? Yes, they are.
Fuel state?
6-9er.
I think Jennifer says do it. I'm scared.
Hey man, do it.
Alright, do you want me to, because when we tested, you were the one who blew up. Do you want me to blow up this time?
No, I don't want any of us to blow up.
I don't either, but I want to...
Alright, well, I'll go in on the last AAA target.
No, okay, there's a different target in the city that I wanted to go for, but...
Yeah, that was the one that was shooting at me, and I know exactly where it's at. If you want to go after the AAA target, that group of 3, since you know where those are, I'll get the one in the city
that I was going to go
that
for
was shooting at me. You said that was the one you were going to go for?
The one I was going to go for was just a group of like 4 guns that are just like there in a line.
I see AAA now on the west coast of the... Yeah, you go after the ones that are in a line. Those are on the east coast, correct?
They're kind of in the middle in like a little park.
But are they on the west or east side of the canal?
They're on the port area, that side, that peninsula.
Are they like kind of in a little grass park?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see those. I see 2 guns lined up there.
I see 4.
Well, those ones were definitely shooting at me, so be
I
careful.
don't think they
in this
were.
ingress.
They're not. They're looking.
I saw the guns fire was coming from there. Right now, they're not looking at me. I'm
I just see
watching
them in
on
the same
pod.
position they'd always been in. Let me look and see if there's any other AAA in the area before I do this, just to be safe. Because there could be other guns that we didn't see. Because these might have just been abandoned. I don't know. I can't tell. Oh, I see 2 other guns that were probably the ones shooting at you because they...
Yeah, those are the ones that I'm about to
Those are
attack
the
right
ones
now.
on the coast.
Yep.
Alright, so you want to go for those, and then I'll go for the other ones?
Alright, I'm ingressing.
Good
Alright, I'm
hits. Oh, I just
Got one of them.
zoomed way past. Do you want to go for that again, or do you want me to go for my targets?
Go for yours.
Because I
I'll
basically
go for that one if you miss it.
I basically overfly.
I'm
it.
staying locked on.
Yeah, I'm locked onto a different group.
Okay, go after those.
People them.
Can you describe the group?
They're
Its
basically...
location?
Okay, so you see how the port area, it's kind of like... There's a part where it connects to the mainland, and then there's the actual port that's kind of split off at like maybe a 45-degree angle. It's like a bend in the peninsula. So you see how in the not bendy part, the part that's actually touching the land, you see how there's like buildings on one part, like tall buildings, apartments or whatever, and then on the other side there's more, and in the middle there's like parks and stuff, there's grass.
Yeah, I do see that.
That's where they are. They're right in the middle between those two lines of trees.
Alright, perfect.
Alright, so I have visual on you. Might be like
I'm moving in,
9 o'clock
ingressing.
Copy.
If you stay over 450, then you're going to be really hard to hit.
Alright, you going in on yours? Oh, I see that, yeah.
Yeah.
Copy.
Alright, off. It's down.
Excellent. Did you ever hit that first gun in the group of 3 earlier? That last one?
No. I'm going to get that one now. I see it. I have visual, or tally on it right now.
Alright, I'm in from the south.
Okay. Visual. Deconflicting. Nature Nut says sup. Sup, Nature Nut.
Off.
Good to see you, buddy. Egress bearing.
I think that was all 4.
Egress bearing.
I'm egressing west, southwest. Hi, Nature Nut.
In Angels 10, heading 030.
Okay, fuel state.
5-6.
Alright, I'm at 6-2. Do we do that last run and then we should head out? I just want to get BDA on my targets though. I went fast as hell. I was at like 550 for that.
That's good. I need to get over 450 for
I
this
was
one.
scared. That's dangerous because if you get that low, you can't pull up. Actually, you can now better.
You have to have like a climb that doesn't exceed -15.
I was the old flight model with the Hornet before they fixed this. If you were above 350 knots, you just could not turn or pull up at all.
Got it.
Alright, good job. Yeah, I got all 4 of those.
What were those targets inert or something, or did they design to shoot back?
I think they were just abandoned in that field. Because they were
Well,
lined
no,
up so
they were
neatly.
shooting at me first, and then they
I don't
kind of stopped.
No,
Maybe
I
was
don't
doing
think
something.
those were.
Well, the ones that they were shooting at me before I saw that, and then I bombed the other ones, and it didn't shoot anymore. The 2 at the park that I strafed, those were absolutely shooting at me because I saw them.
Yeah, I know that those 2 were, but
as well.
I think the 4, I don't think they were, but I don't know.
Well, maybe the 4 you got. You're right.
'Cause
Those didn't hit at. Those didn't shoot
their
at me,
barrels
right.
never changed their position at all.
Yeah, those 4 they just did not aim at me.
All right.
It's true. Now I'm rejoining.
Yeah, we're gonna egress because we're out of fuel.
I have 11 guns left.
Well, I have a few hundred, but I'm not gonna use them. No, man.
Now I'm leaning. Where's my buddy at? I can switch to radar now. See the air radar.
Oh, I see you. On radar. What, you're at like 8,000 feet, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, copy.
No. 12.
Alright, you're above me now?
Switching
Oh,
to
visual.
tacking.
Yeah, 7-7 X-ray. We're going to hit that tanker.
HSI. Tacking. MLR 166 miles out.
You want to lead us to the tanker?
No, we'll just fly together there and at whatever speed you want. Like, none of us will lead. You don't have to just fly straight.
Yeah,
and
but I wanted
make
to
it
fly
boring for
forward.
yourself.
That's why.
We'll fly forward with the tanker.
Yeah, but I wanted to fly one with you.
It doesn't make a difference.
Well, it does because I don't listen to pilot all the time. That's what the viewers want. They want to see me flying form with you.
It's a lie. It
Nature
says,
Net
Nature
has
Net
a
says,
Message.
Says, do you guys remember when I said Colossal Bioscience was bringing back Tasmanian tigers?
Yes.
It says, well, they didn't, but they did release the dire wolf today. Yeah, they did. That's true. And they said they were going to follow it up with a mammoth. And if you saw that news article from the Real Talking Fish on Instagram, then you're a real one. I get my news from the Bikini Bottom news fish. Unbiased. Are you caught up or what?
I'm trying to get you are over here and a little bit low. Climb at our cruising altitude now.
Alright.
Like 15,000. I'll catch up.
Oh, there you are.
I'm gonna go lock.
Tanker's 160 miles out. Tanker's not even showing up on the damn radar. It's so far away. I'm turning more toward the tanker. Or are we not allowed to fly over the nation?
We can if we have to. So we were just kind of bombing that nation, so I don't think it really matters. Because
Okay.
I'm at 5,400 pounds, so we're gonna want to get to like 35,000 feet here, by the way.
I'm climbing.
Pull my F-bus page. Nice. Yep. I want to be kind of high here.
Yep. Climbing up. Shallowing out the climb so I can still maintain speed.
I'll join with you once we're at altitude.
He says, NatureNet says, no, I don't have Instagram or Facebook, Discord, TikTok, Switch, X, etc. That's a real person, bro. This dude is a real grassroots person.
Yes.
I admire NatureNet for
respect
not
that.
having that. Although it's too bad because, like I said, NatureNet, I'm going to download Discord on your Neuralink.
Gonna
And
dox
then I'm
you,
gonna
come
blow
to
it
your
up.
house, download Discord on it, on your computer.
I'm deleting every single program on your computer and your entire desktop. Next time you log in, is just going to be multiple shortcuts to Discord. Just coding the entire desktop. Actually, instead, I'm just going to replace all of the, like, the sources for all of your, like, clickable things on your desktop and just change all of those to bring you to Discord. So no matter what you click, it just brings you to Discord. Why am I getting... Oh, that's you. Okay.
Are you getting a lock tone or just soft lock right now?
Tone. Not now, but before I had tone. You know,
So
it was
I
like,
just
what the
have
heck?
soft lock. I like how I can lock you with the radar from the SA page. And also just hover over you and see your speed and altitude.
I don't see you on the SA page. Oh, it says you're behind me, I think.
Yes, because I am.
Oh. Yeah, I'll try to just stay over the water for the most part.
Yeah.
So we're not conducting like aerial invasion.
Well, again,
But we weren't very much inland.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because you're bombing them. It doesn't matter. I don't
No,
actually.
dude, it's cool. It's cool because we weren't inland, dude. It's cool. It's
Well,
cool.
we flew over their land and their airspace and waters and
Bingo.
Almost at bingo. I think once we get to like 35,000 feet, then come on a mill and just sit at, I don't know, 70-80% throttle.
I'm just trying to slowly climb this thing up.
Yeah, I think if you get to altitude faster, then that's probably like better. But we're fine. I mean, we can make it easily. I mean, 4,500 pounds, what I do, 120 miles out. That's not a big deal.
It says to 2,000, best Mach 7.6. Let's see, range 42,000. Optimum range is 40. Okay, altitude's 42,000. Yeah, I'm not going to be there. Sorry about that, buddy.
That's fine. Just do 35. Honestly, with the amount of fuel we have, we could make it to the boat, but I'd feel better about getting some, like, at least like 3,000 pounds. Probably 2,000 pounds would do it. Depends how much we have when we get there, but.
This thing really just flies itself.
So nice.
Also, what I discovered is that you can slightly lift up the canopy of the F-14 while you're landing if you want some fresh air, and it won't blast off.
I don't think that's realistic. Well, there's a certain speed where it.
No, I mean you slightly, like barely open it, so it's just like an inch open or something.
I liked how in the 50s with the early jets, they were still landing with the canopies open on carriers and just in general. That's what they do with the prop planes.
And then they would just roll over and completely get incinerated
Sometimes.
as the plane spontaneously combusted.
Sometimes that happens.
As the plane spontaneously busted. Wait, never mind.
Yeah, don't finish that phrase.
Well, here's the thing. Those, it's like you just take the first part of the
Yeah,
word and then switch.
I did actually work
understand.
out how you got there. It wasn't that hard to figure it out.
This isn't first grade math class. HNet says, I literally am living out my days eating berries, fish, things I hunt, plant roots, and doing other things like flint napping and building things.
Nature
Flint
lives
napping.
actually in.
Yeah, NatureNet is Sasquatch with a phone.
He
Nature
doesn't
is
have a phone. He
actually-
just made a
He's
computer out of
actually
wood.
Bigfoot. Yeah, he made his computer
That's
out
why
of
he
sticks
keep-
and mud. He says, and trust me, it's the best it could ever be when I'm far from humans. Yeah, I can dig that.
appreciate
I dig
that.
that.
I can understand that.
Yeah, for sure.
But
But
slow down a little bit.
flint
Go to like
napping.
85% throttle.
What the heck is flint napping, though? Describe to me what, because I know what napping is.
And I know what flint is.
But does that mean that you actually sculpt flint? Because that sounds cool. But also, wouldn't that create a lot of sparks?
Jimbo, can you slow down to like
That's what I'm doing.
85% throttle?
Oh, 85%? Okay.
Yeah, if you want to just be at like Mach 0.85 or so, that's probably good.
Yeah, I'm at 85%.
Just because I'm below bingo now too. But it's fine. We got gas. We got enough. Stop telling me I'm at bingo. I know. Shut up.
Alright, I'm just on an altitude hold here. Just gonna change my heading a little bit here. Go more to the side.
If you want to go to waypoint 5, that'll basically take us like out of the Gulf here and back into the main part of the Red Sea.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I'm playing.
we can
I'm
just-
turning just straight toward the tanker now.
Okay.
so that way we don't take this long roundabout path.
Yeah, that's fine. Whoa.
Oh, what? You're near me now? Oh, didn't notice.
What's my prize, Nature Nut? Getting bingo.
He said, bro, I told you in all caps, that's how you make knives out of obsidian and arrowheads.
Oh,
That's what I figured.
okay. That's
So
cool.
you okay, but can I give you glass to nap? Can you make a glass arrowhead? And then could you dip the glass in poison? So you have a poison tipped glass arrowhead. Because I can send a piece of glass that's like a flat shape with kind of a point to it, so you can just nap the edges of it. So it's already in the shape of an arrowhead, like a nice pointed tip, and you just hit the edges with your, I guess it's a bone, and you have some like a leather cover on your thigh, and you're just napping at it so that the glass doesn't cut into your thigh and stuff. I saw this, he says he can. That sounds pretty cool. I saw this one dude do that with, like he was saying obsidian, and the dude's hands, like, as the video progressed, kept getting redder and redder, and the leather that he was cutting it on just kept getting like more brownish and stuff, and like, dude, his hands were completely like leaking, and then he washed his hands off and then held up the final product, and everyone was like, dude, this guy's got the craziest, toughest hands. I wonder if you ever cut yourself doing that, unless you wear leather gloves. Yeah, you probably have to wear gloves when you do stuff like that. It's pretty dangerous. But, you know what would be really cool? Is like a super colorful arrowhead. Like with the colors, like multiple colors all spiraled up in it or something like that, like a color spiral. And the entire arrowhead is colorful, but it's all chipped up on the side and it looks just like an arrowhead. That would be pretty sick. But Nature Nut, now the next question is, would you be able to retrieve a glass arrowhead after using it? Because it's different. It's obviously with metal ones, you could probably pull that out. If it's not like a barbed tip, you could probably just pull it out.
Yeah, a glass one might. Yeah.
He says he uses an antler, not a bone. He uses a rock for bigger pieces. Holy moly. It's freaking nuts. And he said yes to the other question too. So that is pretty awesome that you could retrieve it. I would like to see how well a glass arrowhead works in comparison to like a metal one or a stone one. But I mean, if you have obsidian is natural glass. I could literally take a rock of obsidian and put it on the torch and melt with it, and it works just like regular glass.
Of obsidian?
Probably about 2,500 Fahrenheit,
Have you
and then
done
my
that
torch
before?
gets to 5,000. No, but I've encased opals before. But obsidian is literally natural glass.
I know that,
and
it's from
just
lava, which is...
exactly. And so you can, if it's refined, you just put it in the torch, and it's just like a glass rod. It's awesome. But it has the same melting point and everything as borosilicate glass. Soft glass has a lower melting point,
Yeah.
about 2,100. But yeah, the torch gets hotter than flowing lava, so it definitely gets hot enough. Gets to like 5,000 at most.
I saw a volcano erupting once. I was on a
He
plane.
says it stays in the fletched arrow. I use pine pitch, and it stays in fine. Pine pitch, huh?
Can you emphasize
That must be
your,
better than...
your P's a little bit more, Jimbo?
Does he use pine pitch?
Pine pitch?
Just a pine... Wait, does it make it louder if I do it? Does this make it louder if I talk like this?
This makes it worse.
It just makes it... It's a pine pitch.
Your pop filter's too good, it blocks it out.
Dang it. Yours is atrocious. And gas doesn't have one.
My microphone does have a built-in pop filter. Why are we taking a window?
He says one of my knives is stronger than most stone. That's kind of crazy. And then he also said, pestaloni. I love me some pestaloni. I don't even know what pestaloni is. I do know what gabagool is though. I love me some gabagool. Hey, where's the gabagool? Pronounce gabagoo. If you pronounce it L, then they're gonna kick you right out of the nation.
It's kind of a softened
Like-
L.
It's like if you go to New Orleans and you call it New Orleans, and you
It's
don't call it Nolans.
Nolans.
It's Nolans, yeah, with N-A-W.
Yeah,
you don't call it that, they're
Nolans.
gonna be like, what the
It's New Orleans
That
is
is-
the worst. New Orleans is acceptable, I
Oh,
think,
New
in most of
Orleans
the
is-
country. New Orleans is wrong. Nolans is
That's the way to do it. If you're there for Mardi Gras, you better be calling it
Mardi
Nolans.
Gras. That was like a Boston accent. Mardi Gras. But not that
That's 'cause
really.
you live in Michigan, so that's why you did the Boston
It's
accent.
a terrible accent. I can't really do it.
Because Michigan is, or Boston's in Michigan.
Michigan is famous for having Boston in it.
Boston has Michigan in it.
I evidently don't have any form of New England accent. I know some people that kind of have a Boston accent. I don't know anybody really who has a really thick Boston accent, but I know a couple of older people that drop their R's a lot.
Yeah, the hard ones.
Yeah, and it becomes a non-rhotic R. Like, I know this woman who says, instead of vacuum cleaner, she says vacuum cleaner. And my grandfather...
Because she's from New York.
No, she's from outside of Boston. My grandfather does that too sometimes.
Okay, this dude says, NatureNet says a good napper can make a knife sharper than most luxury knives. Okay, well, here's my question. Can a napper make a knife sharper on the actual, like a sharpness measurement scale? Sharper than a grinding stone? Like a katana on multiple grits of grinding stones with a full polish at the end. Are you going to tell me that napping with rough, rugged edges is going to be able to cut like as fine and smoothly as a thin-bladed katana that's been whetstones all the way down to a fine grit? Because I don't know, man. You can get those swords so sharp that you don't even have to push down to cut the meat. The weight of the metal just slides through it. Oh, he says yes. He says that you can. That's okay. I challenge you to do that. I want to see a NatureNet YouTube video short of that product of like a super sharp napped, like piece of either obsidian or like stone. I don't know if it's possible with stone. I don't think, but obsidian probably has the closest potential.
Let's descend and contact the tanker now. We're 30 miles out.
Okay, turn in Larry.
111, request rejoin. 111, code 80, pre-contact, 15,000, 280.
There we go. There's 20,000 feet in altitude too.
All right.
111, request rejoin. 111, code 80, pre-contact, 15,000, 280.
All right, sounds good to me. So we're gonna start making a turn here.
Larry and a descend.
What?
Larry
Yeah,
and descend.
descending Larry's.
Larry and Derek.
Yep. And then, what the heck?
Or Danny maybe is
Yep.
better.
No, Derek is fine, but like, then
But then he
What?
has wings.
What would the other one be? Would that be like Ursula, or
Oh, for up?
it would be like
I think Denny for descent, Larry for left, Ringo for right, and then we could do climb. So you could Clint.
you could pull a Clint.
Yeah.
I'll never be able to find the Clint.
Yeah, I
That's the
know.
hardest thing. I've been searching far and wide.
Clint, Denny, Larry, and Ringo. Just the Beatles, but worse.
Denny? Denny's worse than Derek.
John, Paul, George, Ringo, and
He says,
Larry.
I'll actually post a pic of my napping tools right now if you want to see it. Okay, do it. Post it on your YouTube. If you have enough followers, you should be able to post it as like YouTube posts.
Or join the Discord and put it there.
Yeah, or join the Discord, but no. You're just gonna make me have to freaking dox you and to download it myself, okay?
He lives in the wilderness.
You think I'm not gonna find that and use the snowmobile to get there?
It'd just be. Yeah, but we do
Says-
that, and we're gonna be just
It always
get
hits
flint
kind of crazy.
arrowheads through our foreheads immediately.
Yeah, that's true. Some obsidian and poison arrowheads. He says, no Discord, he says, it always hits me kind of crazy that I had not got on the server at like 2 a.m. I would have never met you. That is true. That is true. If you didn't randomly hop on that one day, then...
On what? AO?
No, on Jackpot. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, we would not have known each other. That's true. That's pretty cool that we're homies at long last. You've been like one of the main people that I met there that's actually proven to be like a real person, a real friend. And the same with the dude Whisper here. If I didn't just hop on Aerobatics Online that one day, I wouldn't have met him either.
Oh, there's the tanker. Right.
Dude, I just split S like in a perfect position here. I'm taking it. I'm sorry to say, buddy.
That's fine.
Where are you at? I know I'm lower.
I'm at 11,000 feet.
No, I mean,
Oh, fuel state? I'm at 2,600.
oh yeah, you got more than me.
Oh my god, I'm actually very fast.
What do I need to get to?
I would just get like 3,000 pounds, because we're not that far.
Okay.
Yeah, we're 60 miles, so I would get 3,000 pounds.
All right, here we go.
Ready for contact.
All right, Nature Nut, can I do a pop and plug? 2 pop and plugs in a row? First one was pretty shabby, not gonna lie. All right, let's see. Here we go, looking good, looking good. Here's the pop. And here's the plug.
Contact.
Now that's how you do a pop and plug.
You're taking fuel.
My rejoin is atrocious. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this 6,000 pounds of fuel, and then I'm gonna... Because that'll mean that I can land below that, so...
To 6,000?
Yeah. 6,000 will put us at a max trap weight, basically, so... And we'll burn a little bit in the last bit, so we'll be fine.
I think it's also cool that Nature Nut is so intelligent and well-rounded about nature. We always learn different things about him every single time. So it's awesome. It's awesome, and he appreciates the value of aviation. It's a beautiful thing.
I like it.
Plane go, Bert.
Does plane go Ernie? That was the dumbest joke.
How do I ban you from can I leave the server right now and just completely end the stream?
No.
I think that warrants it. Hey, Whisper. What you watching?
That's classified. My browser has like an emergency button where I can press it and it opens a safe page and closes out of anything that tab I had open. But it'll just
Mine has
open like
an
Google
emergency
News
button.
or YouTube or something like that, and then if I press it again, then it takes me back to whatever I was doing.
Nice. Mine has an emergency button where it will send an extremely high voltage to the motherboard and blow up the entire PC and anyone around me.
It's not enough to just hide it. There has to be no evidence and no witnesses.
Yeah. He's not going to recover that. I'm going out with it.
Stop telling me you meant bingo. You've been telling me that. Did you just take like 13,000 pounds of fuel?
No.
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 It said transfer complete.
No, it didn't.
Next slide.
We're good.
To the right.
We're good.
Let's cross.
Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop. Look, I'm crisscrossing.
Ready for contact. Clear contact.
He says I almost never came back because no one would tell me how to open the map, if that's funny. But I told him how to open the map, and now he says, let me post that picture. Okay, post that picture on your YouTube, because that's apparently the only way that we can...
You can send messages
Know
on
of your
YouTube,
existence.
too, so
No, you can't.
you can.
Dude, he and I have just been having conversations in the comment section of one of my videos. So whoever just randomly stumbles across that video is going to see all of, like, an entire whole conversation of random topics and be like, what the fuck?
Contact. You're taking fuel.
Okay, I see you, bro. I see you. There's nothing, not too bad. Not too bad after all.
Oh, this is not. Okay. A little bit of an IOS and PIO here. Come on, thanks.
Yeah, I know. PIO is tough.
Yeah, that's fine. I got it under control now. Mostly. Ah.
Yeah, dude, he's fine. He's fine.
My first feeling was way better.
That's true. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Just oscillating. I got it though. I only need 200 pounds, so. Alright.
Abort rejoin. Return pre-contact.
Shut up, I said abort refuel. Alright. Back in, set 75 X-ray. Okay, this...
Marshal 311.
Let's say this took us 20 miles.
Stay 8.8.
It's just 30 miles out.
Marshal 311. Marking ops 324440. Angels 14.5. Stay 8.8.
Why did it take so long to respond to me?
I don't know.
Three two eight. Setting course to 328. ILS. Course 328.
countermeasures and everything off. Hook down. This lab circuit, stick harness dispensers, harness. Okay, so it's just gear flaps with stuff.
Alright, set on 328. Perfect. ILS is set, ILS is on. Channel 15. Oh, that's where you are, okay.
Oh yeah, I see ships. There's that carrier.
Oh, way out there, I can see him. I see what you mean. Pretty good formation for 500 knots, man.
I'm not doing a very good job. I can do better.
Well, yeah, but that's like 500 knots is pretty freaking fast.
There we go. Better form now.
See you at 10.
Turning right.
See you at 10.
Slowing down. You're taking lead on landing.
303. See you at 10.
Yeah, I'll quickly. Alright, get on my right wing. We're going to be towing down 350 knots. Descending here, push a hook down. Put my radar on silent and pull my SCS
Tower
picture.
303. Overhead Angel support. Stay 5.5. 303. Tower, roger. ERC 328. St. Louis code.
What's reciprocal 328? 1 forward.
Tower 311. Overhead
Okay,
Angels
142.
3.5. Stay
1
8.1.
forward. 8. 148.
311. Request navigation assistance.
I don't know where I am.
311. ADS, you're heading 134.
Should be probably wider. Put your hook down.
Fine.
Get your T-pod standby.
It is.
Right forward, I can see. I already get a
No,
good
it,
distance.
it is not on standby.
Could have been a bit more beam for that. Speeding up here. A little bit. Come right a bit so we don't have to make as tight of a turn. Coming left.
Alright, flare now on standby.
back right shortly. Just want to get closer here.
Alright. What, for a screeny?
Nope. I want to get closer so I'm actually distance I'm supposed to make sure to carry. Go ahead and give me 20 seconds for this, for the interval here.
Alright.
Just so I have we have a little extra time.
Right by you.
Yeah. Alright, take the screen, light kiss off.
Ting. Kiss off. Oh, he says it's posted. He says I made 2 posts because I messed up. And then he says, wait, I have to go. Alright, Nature Nut, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for helping.
You are a real homie. We'll be seeing you next time, buddy.
Yeah, peace.
Base. Flaps down. Gear coming down.
That was not a fucking no-grade, that's BS. That was a very smooth pass.
Alright, clear deck.
I'm coming forward. Oh, fucking... Come on. What the fuck is happening? This is... Something is bugging out.
Clear deck.
My brakes.
Alright. Got a 2-wire.
This guy got low on over the deck. Couldn't have been a no grade, but I don't think anyway.
And now we're back with the shooters, instructing me where to go for parking here. fuck? I'm gonna go over the edge.
No,
Oh,
I'm
there you
just
go.
gonna stop you there. Whoa.
Oh, nice. Oh my gosh, well, we did it. We could go back with more ordnance.
No, but that would take 4 hours. Or 2 more hours.
Yeah, forget that. We do something else.
Chronic Gaming says, how's it going? How's it going, dude? Thank you for hopping in the stream. We just finished this mission, but we're going to take a very brief intermission and then do some more stuff.
Yeah, if you guys want to check out while we're taking our intermission here, if you want to see any part of the mission, takeoffs, refuelings, deployment, landings and stuff, just go ahead and scroll back a little bit of the stream, and we'll probably be back in
And
about 5,
that was
about 350.
That was pretty good, though. I mean, startup, taxi, takeoff, 1 tanking, fly to the target area, employ all our ordnance. My 2 laser guided bombs went stupid and I did something wrong. You have a little bit of flak damage, it seems, on your left flap. Yeah, you have damage. You got hit by something.
Oh no, I got hit by flak? Oh dang.
Seems like it.
The crew chiefs aren't going to be happy about that, but the
No.
rest of the plane is here though.
Yeah. Well, that's shame on us for not doing BDA checks, but whatever. But we destroyed a bunch of targets, tanked again, and both landed on our first pass, so... Nice.
Hey man, that's how we're supposed to do a stream. Alright folks, well, Nature Nut just said he's back. Nature Nut, perfect timing. We're going to take our intermission. Go ahead and scroll back for the last 15 minutes or so that you missed, because you missed a beautiful set of landings. So go ahead and scroll that back, and yeah, we'll be back here momentarily, and we'll find another mission for you guys to enjoy. Alright, we will see you soon.
Be right back, everything. Okay. I am back. I don't think Jimbo is. Let's try to find a server real quick for us to play on. Fighters, some targets. Yeah, maybe we'll do this. Easy. Try it out though. Possibly.
All right, we're back. Let's get this. Let's pick a server. What do you want to fly? I know you want to fly the Phantom. Why would I even ask?
Yeah, I might do that. I found one server, but I don't want to play on this one.
Let's do an Afghanistan server with the Phantom.
I was already on Afghanistan.
Hmm?
I'm already on one. It's gonna be tricky though. There's a lot of MiGs and that. I don't know.
Let's just do a Space for Idiots one then.
All right. We are idiots, especially with the Phantom. I would do the server with the Hornets, but
Yeah, I wouldn't do this server with Hornets. It's too boring, or the F-16 especially. I'm just, dude, if I'm in the F-16, the mission's getting done. That's just how it is. If you're in a Hornet, it's getting done. That means
Gas, how did you know that I was eating a muffin? Then I have to go. All right, bye, Gas.
sad day. Everyone say, and we all say in unison, "Bye, gas." Nature Nut says, "Hi, Turbine," and Turbine says, "Hi, Mr. Nut." Nature Nut says, "What did you think of the post?" Nature Nut, I haven't looked at your post yet, but when I see it, I'll comment on it and let you know what I think. Okay, I'm in the idiot server. Do you want to go off Kandahar or Bagram?
Give me a minute. I mean, you don't have Bagram, so for your viewers, it's probably better to do Kandahar.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks.
All right, let me I'm loading still back into the into the multiplayer menu. So it's been taking forever. At least leaving from these servers.
I'm gonna do some AGMs.
All right, that's good. I'm gonna do that too because I want to practice them. Because we're gonna need them. Hint, hint.
Giggity.
All right.
I hope the cat's paw is okay.
My dad said that he tried to trim her nails earlier, and she like hissed at him when he did it, which she doesn't like when you touch her nails, but she'll let you trim them. But she's never hissed at us when she does that. So it's like you touch her paw, she'll retract them a little bit. Seemed to be limping at all, but I watched her go up a couple steps, and she seemed to do it a little bit gingerly. So I have to examine that.
If she favors one paw and keeps another one off the ground, then something
she's
wrong
not
with
doing
it.
that. She's walking. I picked her up and put her on the counter. She jumped down and landed fine. So I think she's fine, but she does hiss sometimes if being annoyed, usually by my other cat.
See, what I do is I always go past that point with my cat. Like when my cat starts hissing, I just like flop it over on its side and just start like messing with its tummy.
My cat.
And then they scratch the hell out of my hands. And then they realize, well, there's nothing they can do. They just stop scratching and they're like, well,
Izzy especially will if she's in a certain has Zoomies mood, if I pet her belly, just locks onto my hand and my arm or my foot or whatever. Rakia loves belly rubs though. She always sleeps. She'll just come up to you and just kind of tuck her head upside down and then just roll over.
She's funny.
She's a silly cat. She's so lovey-dovey, and she's gotten so comfortable. She'd always run around with her tail down, but she runs around with it up. Especially when she sees me, because I'm her favorite. Like, she'll be like sitting on my dad's lap or something, and I'll open my door, and as soon as I open my door, I'll just hear this clunk, and then she runs down the hall to my room.
What's the difference between full and memory align?
Full
And as far
alignment
as
does
deployment
the
goes,
full
like, does it make a
calculation,
difference?
basically, and it takes like 10 minutes. The memory stored heading it's a stored heading, so it takes way less
Does it
time.
make a difference on employment?
I think that full alignment is slightly more precise, but just do stored heading if it's available. You'll still be able to employ all the weapons precisely, or as
Okay.
precisely as you can. Are you by any chance doing that one Phantom livery with the tiger on it? I mean the gator on it?
I shouldn't even have to tell you.
Go with yes. Alright, I'll do that too. I'm gonna do those. I'm not gonna do countermeasures. Are there any air-to-air anythings? I think so. I'm gonna take. I'm not gonna do sidewinders. I'm gonna do no centerline drop tank because I don't need that. I'm just gonna take 2 Mavericks. Alright. I want to do old Mavericks. Pharaohs. Twos. And then I'm gonna take some Mark 82s as well. Sorry, kitty cat. Pretty successful Hornet mission though.
Oh yeah, dude, that was exactly how it should have gone.
Yep, except me being. Actually, it wasn't my fault that kind of my fault that I dropped 2 bombs at once. I don't know how I did. And it wasn't my fault that I got shot at. But
That's okay. We'll pretend it didn't happen.
it's fine. I mean, I don't know where they've been. They went into somebody's living room. Whatever. But we destroyed other stuff. We killed those scuds and a bunch of other stuff. Did some strafe, and that was fun.
That's true. That was vital.
Can't try and sit in my. Do that right now. Can't eat the muffin wrap. Kitty. Being in the way. Can't chew on wires now? Why did it spawn so far? We're literally like a mile and a half from each other.
What? Oh, us? Our spawn points? I don't even understand.
I don't know, because they're dynamic spawns. I just put very far away. I can't even hear you. The terrain's finally loading though.
Is it because it's so loud outside?
No, it's quiet. Alright.
That's weird. I'm talking at the same volume. Just turn it up a little bit.
No, I can hear you. I meant I can't hear your jet.
Oh.
Oh, forgot to do external power. Air though. Air to the right engine. I love the start card thing. It's so cool. It'd be really cool to have an actual ground crew. That would be sick. I could do cartridge start, but I don't know. Isabel, what are you doing?
I'm just waiting for him to say a line here.
Alright, got those things connected. Gonna do master switches and then
Which alignment do you want?
heading memory.
All right, stored heading it is. Hey, which alignment do you want? Alrighty, stored heading alignment.
Lining in the Phantom is just easier. I expected it to be like the Tomcat, but it's as easy as the it's like anything else. There's no like inputting coordinates like in the Tomcat. You just flip a switch and then wait at a couple stages.
Alright, alignment is complete. I am taxiing to the runway, which I don't know where the hell it is. It's gonna be... Okay, so I'm taxiing right, left, right, okay. And which runway? Let's take off runway 23.
Contact ATC, see what they tell you.
Yeah, like they're gonna answer. You know these servers are broken. I see request startup, I get no response. I think I'm just gonna go up
Into the
on my
frequency.
own. Say what?
Return the frequency. The UHF frequency.
Good. Roger.
I'm just gonna start taxiing out here.
Yes, sir. Connected on the left.
Isabel, you're kind of in the way.
Done.
Let's just do 2-3.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's close to me anyway.
So yeah, then that's the correct one. 2-3 would be the correct one, right?
I don't know.
Alright, we'll just take that one. I got my
Yeah,
reticle
that's-
set.
Yep, done.
I'm gonna change the HUD brightness though, it's a little bit too bright.
Roger.
Just gonna turn my radar on for now and I'll switch it to TV later.
Air is disconnected.
For the maps, you switch it to TV, right? Not on.
Correct.
Roger that.
Yes, sir. External
I'm not
power.
gonna do all the ground shifts because it's gonna take a while.
Yeah. You can just start it up once it's aligned. Yeah, I'm at the hold short line of runway 23.
This doesn't have easy comms. 360.
Let's go see where Whisper is.
I have a cat who is specifically in the least helpful possible position on my right thigh.
That's the most ideal spot for it.
Slats out, sir.
It's not like she's like curled up in a useful position, it's like she's sitting so that her back with her spine is exactly where my wrist is supposed to be. Yeah, I know you like airplanes and things and you want to help Isabel, but you're not very helpful that often. He likes trying to help with everything.
Speed brakes out.
She likes to help with cooking, she likes to help with the laundry, she likes to try and help with cleaning, likes to help with wiping down the table and eating. Always has to know.
You brought a variety of weapons with you today.
Yeah, 2 of them.
3.
Yeah, it's sparrows.
Okay. Looks like you're ready for taxi.
Yeah, almost.
Alignment completed. You can go primary sync now.
Almost done. Primary sync. Going for rear jocks.
Already done.
Moving.
Roger. Wheel chocks out. You're all set, sir. Speed breaks, slightly. Disconnect.
Oh, could it be? It looks like Whisper actually might be moving.
Oh, that's runway 2. Okay. I think so. I'm give me just a minute. I'll taxi to you.
Matter of fact, I'll text it to you.
No.
That was opposite time.
Well, you're at the right runway, so I know this will be I'm in right now, so it's the same amount of time.
Alright. Anti-skid is checked. Make sure your oxygen is on. Your CDAC is reset. Make sure that your stability augmentation switches are on.
Yep, make sure trim is 1 through down.
Timing to hit the deck on this one? Roger.
I always trim back on takeoff.
It's wrong. That trim 1 through down. That's correct.
Oh. You're supposed to nose down.
I just do 3 notches.
Alright. So far, so good. Just gonna take my helmet off in the meantime to get here. You could expedite taxi. Alright, valued viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Definitely subscribe to Whisper DCS and me, JimboVR, on YouTube for more, and definitely hit up the Discord link, which I've got pinned in the description of the video. We would love to have you.
Yeah, I think so.
It would be super appreciated. We always love getting more like-minded aviators to join and give us ideas of what future missions that we should do. Internet says, I'm also raising a baby bronze turkey on my channel. He says, I like turkeys, they are good for cuddles and Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's why he just said turkey on in my chat.
Thanksgiving. Hopefully you're not cuddling the same one that you're having for Thanksgiving. He says no Discord again. No, NatureNet, you have to take Discord. He says not the same kind of turkey for both though. Okay, thank God. I was about to say, man, that would just make me really upset. Like, you gotta be kind of heartless to just love on the same turkey that you're just about to... But honestly, at that point, you know, is that hate? Because
I hate crime against turkeys.
you're still like benefiting. The turkey's helping you, so it might actually, you know, it's a conundrum. It's a paradox.
How is it?
He says no! Exclamation point. He doesn't eat the same one. That's good.
Oh, I see you.
Yes, I finally see Whisper. Oh my gosh, he's no longer a tiny speck in the distance. It's like an actual thing now. Looks like a real plane, for Christ's sake. Nature says I refused. That's okay. You don't have to. YouTube is enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the Phantom 2. I have been, like, I kind of neglected it for a while after I got it. I was like, this is cool, but it was so hard, and I'm
putting the helmet on.
An idiot and didn't know how to do anything. And then Aggie told me that basically, without telling me I'm an idiot, said that I'm an idiot, and that because I didn't even have the Jester action wheel, which is, or I'm not Jester action wheel, but the Jester, like the action.
You gotta have the
button.
controls bound and stuff.
The
Yeah,
action
you gotta
button,
have
which I
those
didn't
bound
have and I
buttons.
didn't know about. So
Request takeoff.
your frame rate's probably better than mine. At 30, 40.
Yeah, my frame rate is better than yours actually.
Yeah.
In VR, it's pretty insane.
Yeah,
Alright,
Afghanistan
you ready?
and Phantoms is. Yeah.
Come on, close your canopy. This guy in the back is taking his sweet time. Alright, here we go.
Technically,
Rolling.
the Wizard was supposed to close this canopy first, but we can't really do that.
Engine geared, airspeed off the peg.
I love how the forward visibility in the Phantom is
100
non-existent.
knots.
This guy is saying that I'm going too fast. Like, bro, I'm on a runway. Chill out.
Dude, you need to. I'm gonna spin off the runway here. I'm doing a lot of steering. I'm gonna die. I need to rotate now. Get everyone.
9 o'clock, we've got mud. 9 o'clock. And mud, 10 o'clock. Patriot.
Alright, we're up. We're up. We're good.
Gear up. We have a new boat, right 50.
Yeah, we're okay.
5 miles.
Yeah, I had to get speed because I was like
3,500.
trying to steer and I was like skidding all over the runway, so I needed to get airborne.
No, that's okay.
Jumping in for these are F-14s. So by that, right in the nose.
Alright, so we're gonna go north.
Okay, stand by. I'm getting just a lot of stutters too, which is not helping. God,
Hey, we've got traffic at our 5 o'clock.
Yeah, the server's not the best.
a lot of units. And
Do you have visual?
yep.
Alright, perfect.
The time being. Yeah, there you are.
I have a new bogey, right 5, 1 mile. 5,500.
Thank you, Jester, for pointing out our wind.
Yes, IFF returns on this one, he paints.
I'm supposed to turn my IFF on.
Alright. The missiles are now armed.
Oh yeah, that's
Switching to
important.
TV
I forgot
mode
to
here.
do, okay,
TV
so
mode is
I
now
want
activated.
To do inboard, and then just be direct, and
Alright,
let's.
I gotta turn up my HUD brightness. There you go. Alright, keep following me to the north here. Yeah, chat, I am sorry about these frames.
I'm at,
Actually, in the stream,
60 now.
It's
and
not looking really bad.
What's your speed?
250. About 300, 275.
Rejoining with fighters and flying form with fighters. It's hard in the Phantom. There's like the in-between period when you're farther away you can see them. When you're close up you can see them. But it's that in-between stage where they're just completely hidden by your canopy frame. And it's difficult to rejoin. I'm coming up on your right side right now, about 4 o'clock.
Yeah, frames aren't actually that bad. Alright, here we go. It's just when I look side to side, it's like... Maybe I need to go into my settings and adjust that. I could probably fix that. Especially with this GPU, I'd definitely be able to fix that. Well, actually, in the stream, it looks freaking seamless. Dang. Okay, well, I'll take that.
My
I'm
frame rate's
showing nails,
playable,
11
but
o'clock.
it's just, I'm getting stutters occasionally.
Yeah, me too. It's the exact same thing. But the stream is looking glorious, so that's all that matters. That's all I care
So I
about.
approve of your arrows, the correct variant. Good job.
Approve of my what?
Your sparrows, they're E2s, they're the correct variant.
Yeah, see? I at least did that correct.
Yeah. My Mavericks too are a little too modern, and I think so are yours. For Vietnamer, there should be A's and B's, or at least just A's, but whatever. Those are just TV guided, they're not. I love the sharp jaws on the Mavericks.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Let me see what it looks like from the back seat. Watch out, I might crash. Actually, never mind. I don't have controls. I don't have controls.
You should
Now I
have
have
controls on the
controls.
back seat.
I didn't configure them yet.
It's just default.
I don't have
Alright,
I don't have flight controls in the back seat. I'll tell you that much right now. But I am looking at you flying form from the back seat. It looks pretty cool. There, that's looking good. I can see exactly where you're looking at everything. Go further up. Forward. A little bit down. A little more forward.
Nails on
One
our
more
nose,
forward.
12 o'clock.
A little bit lower. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's the clip right there. A little bit lower. Yep. All right, taking controls. You saw did you see my backseater just looking at you that whole time?
Yeah.
Alright, so we are in fact approaching the target. There's going to be multiple targets here. This is going to be an attack on the Tarankot airfield. SA-6s, Urals, ATVs. Yep.
Those will fuck us up. We have to be above like 28,000 feet, and they're at 4,000 feet. So we realistically, our barometric altitude, we want to be above 30,000 feet constantly for those. And those, they're short range, but they're really maneuverable, so those will elite us.
We'll have to play the war of attrition for those guys, probably. But there does appear to be...
I don't have countermeasures of any kind.
You don't?
Oh.
Let's see.
I'm showing nails 10 o'clock.
Well, the other airfield is Bagram. That has things that we definitely could destroy easily. But it's far as heck.
Yeah, everything. We'd have to just go farther west. But this stuff is all really far away.
Yeah, all the stuff to the west also is
Of all the
covered
things,
by
why did it have to be
air-to-air.
SA-6 site?
I'm gonna go in after it anyway.
We could go to Lashkaga. Oh, there's SA-19s there too. So
I know, I'm going in on the SA-6 site.
should have taken Trikes, but Trikes suck, so...
I know strikes are terrible.
Alright.
We're gonna try our best. Terran cut. Yep. It's got the Reaper flying right over it. Trying to find it in the distance here. It shouldn't be right on my nose. It's just way far out there, I guess.
It's like 30 miles from me. I'm a bit behind you because I kind of broke off for a bit. I think I see where it is. There's just a mountain in the way.
Oh, it's past that mountain? Oh, get engaged.
Yeah, you're about to fly into the range of that SA-6.
I'm already getting shot at.
Finger on the nose.
Yeah, I see it.
SA-6.
Yeah, I see 2 missiles coming at you.
Alright, we're gonna win this war of attrition if they keep shooting them like that liberally.
They have a lot of missiles. I think each launcher has like 4.
Alright, well that just took half of that one.
But there's
And I want to go do the same exact thing. All you gotta do is go up to, I'd say, about 10 to 15,000, no higher, and then dip down right when you get engaged because there's plenty of mountains to terrain mask behind.
Yeah.
And that just blocks the missiles completely, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you just keep looping, you're just doing multiple loops like that.
Wish I had stuff set up for like boss bombing. I should have looked at where we were going first. That was my bad for not doing that.
Oh dang, that would have been a clever idea. Toss bombing could have actually probably been useful in this case.
It's just difficult because it's like it's hard to set up and it's hard to do.
It is hard to do. It's a lot of
And you really need to have like an initial
statistics
point.
and calculations that have to be exactly correct.
Yeah, you need to do the you need an initial point, a visual point, and it's just there's a lot of setup and things, so it's tricky.
I think I see the airfield. I'm not getting engaged. I'm not getting shot at.
Being spiked by the SA-6.
I'm not.
Good for you.
Now I'm getting engaged.
Finger on the nose. SA-6.
I see a
Split
missile
F?
launch warning, but I think it's just going for you actually. 2 more
Split
launches. Oh, yeah.
Singer, 1 o'clock.
Visual on me.
SA-6.
They're not hitting me. I am not even popping countermeasures, then I know they're not hitting me.
I don't have countermeasures to pop, so.
I do. I think. Hold on. Wait a sec. Wait. Yeah, I do. Are you sure you don't? Did you not rearm with them?
Right. Because I didn't think we were going against the SAM site, so I didn't quit them.
Nature says, oh, gas turbine says, you lunchlies. You lunchlies can't tell me nothing. Gas turbine, your lunchlies cannot tell me nothing. Nature Note says, sorry I fell asleep, I've been digging up and replanting pawpaw trees all day. Nature Note, what is a pawpaw tree? And what is the benefit of having that tree? Does it produce fruit? Does it produce anything that you can consume? Does it make beautiful flowers? Teach the salacious viewers of the pawpaw tree. And there's no one better to ask about that than the one and only NatureNet.
NatureNet has an interesting knowledge set.
It is true. Very interesting specimen.
Like wild weaseling, but not actually just good nothing. Yeah, well, Maverick's a good cadet, but I would go get strikes if I had confidence that I could get them to work.
says it produces a fruit like a mango, and he loves them, but it's really rare.
Mango
Dang.
on a fork.
Man, it's like a mango on a fork. Man, my mango.
My mango, it should blow up. And act like I don't know nobody, eh?
Alright.
Yeah, we're pretty close. We're at different elevels. Yeah, I'm right above you, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
visual. Deconflicting.
Get down, you bitch. Missile launch.
Stinger, 12 o'clock. SA-6.
No visual. Oh, contact. We got a tally. Hey, that's coming to me. It's
Oh
coming to me.
my.
It's coming to me.
No, it's not. I was
It's coming to me.
you almost had him midair.
We almost did.
Nah, that went to me because I think you're gonna miss a launch one, even if it goes to the other person. Well done. Yeah, you split Esther really low.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I didn't pull out that high off the ground. And I was like 3,000 feet above you when I started mine. You wanna get something that's
Bro,
like...
you never do.
You wanna get something that's more useful for this? I just wanna see, hopefully not die. I wanna see launchers. How many missiles left? 1, 2...
Yeah.
3, 4... 5... How many launchers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4... Alright. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6. Alright, so 6 more missiles they have.
Wait, what'd you say?
They have 6
How
more
many?
missiles.
Oh, that's lightweight, dude.
As long as you avoid the ground. My god. Pretty sure this is how you're supposed to defeat SAMs, right? Like, you seed. I mean, it works. We're basically just being decoys.
What the f... Oh.
You should tell Jester to transmit with the jammer too. He didn't already do that. Like set it to transmit so it works.
Oh, alright, let me see if I did that. I'll double check right now, actually. Crew contact.
Forget what page
Oh,
it's
well,
in.
my display for the Jester is all bugged out because I had to change it so that it would work when it first dropped, and now it's like... It's just super bugged out.
We got a Stinger right on our nose. SA-6.
So I can't really use it at the moment. I'll have to fix that. All I have to do is just change the width and height parameters for it to make it fit correctly.
Please stop it! Oh, this is a problem. I'm gonna die.
Oh, you're good, you're good.
Oh, that was flinchy.
Dude, you nearly died.
Did you see that?
You nearly died.
It's uncomfortable. That's because I'm heavy.
You're always heavy.
Well, I made it waste another missile. It's at 5 now. That's the play. Climb up a few thousand feet above the mountain. There's like woods. There's a mountain ridge right in the direction of that SA-6, and then either do a split S as long as you can have the power to get out of it.
At least a minimum of 8,000 feet.
I think higher than that. If I was at 8,000 feet when I started that, I would have died. I think 12,000.
I think 10 at minimum because
Well, you have to think the
you
ground
can
is
power
at
through it with
12,000.
your throttle.
Yeah, I wasn't at full throttle when I did that. Oh, I gotta
Yeah,
let my
with
cat
10
out.
you're good. Nature Nose says no. I know. It's a fold. He says it looks like a mango. It has fruit that smells like banana and tastes like mango, banana, and pineapple all together.
I want
Well,
to eat
that sounds freaking awesome. I need to get a pawpaw tree because I have to try that fruit. If it tastes like mango, banana, and pineapple all together, I have to try it. That sounds amazing. Nature Nut says, gotta go. Says, bye. Sorry, I need to sleep. Good night, Nature
Let's
Nut.
see, dude.
I
Thanks for
appreciate you
watching.
so much for tuning in, man. In and out, hopping on and off the stream. You always are a great friend. And so are all the rest of you salacious viewers tuning in. But if you guys don't know, we host a lot of these live streams, so definitely make sure to subscribe to Whisper DCS and me at JimboVR for more, and join the Discord that we got pinned in the description, because you can vote on what types of missions that you see in the future. And we're always trying to constantly improve the quality of our content, and potentially even do giveaways on modules and HOTASs eventually, so that you viewers can maybe even, get a little bit back after helping us out so much. But that's a little bit further down the road.
Got kind of close there.
Gotta get a
but it
little
didn't
more.
engage me, which is weird.
A little more subs first. Once we get to 5,000 subs, then we're going to do a giveaway. And once we get to 15,000, then we'll do another one. So tag your friends, share the video as much as you can, let people know. We got a good community going on in the Discord. It's pretty fun, it's pretty funny. There's a lot of smart people there, a lot of great aviators, people who've actually involved in the aviation industry. So it's definitely a cool community of people to hang out with. Just don't pay any attention to a whisper, a gas turbine, or I post.
Sometimes it's interesting. Sometimes I find interesting things to post. Nobody cares. Nobody pays attention or acknowledges it, but
You don't think I pay attention to it? That is so wrong of you.
no one responds. Because I just find like random pictures about shit in aviation.
That's like how you never respond to my reels.
Well, I don't use Instagram
What do you expect?
anymore.
Oh, I guess so you don't think I don't have any feelings anymore, huh? I mean, judging by the post, I can see why you would think that, but that's not true.
Can you shoot at me again, SA-6?
I'll get it to shoot at me again.
I got kind of close-ish to it last time, and it didn't. Rifle. I think I engaged something.
Freaking hopefully it's not a civilian, dude.
I locked something, and it's at the airbase. It's just the resolution is not high enough, so it's just a slightly warmer blob. It's gonna have the range to get where I want it to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it.
I just climbed up near to that ridge. I was kind of close.
All of you concurrent viewers right now,
did
I
log
expect to see
something.
you in the Discord.
Everybody
Definitely join up. And hopefully we don't get shot down here. But my goodness
I
gracious,
actually
these
hit
mountains
something.
look absolutely amazing.
I hit the least useful possible thing I could have hit. I hit 2 trucks, but I hit something. So that ridge, you see that mountain ridge that's like right between, so there's this valley that I'm flying over. And then that ridge that's right before it, you're in range with Mavericks there.
Where's the airfield though?
It's kind of in the direction you're flying.
Okay, great, thanks.
I would get low though.
Can't seem to find it.
It's a little bit to your left, 11 o'clock-ish.
Oh wait, I think I see it, I think I see it. Yep, got visual. I think that's a target. Right here.
Yeah, there's smoke sticking up now.
And
too.
rifle. I think that's another target right. Where is it? Right here. Rifle. I think that's another target right here. Rifle. Egressing. Egressing southwest. 2-4.
I just saw your missile. Right, your flares. Yeah, I see you. Oh, you killed the
I'm
launcher.
probably gonna crash. I can't see what is happening right now. My game is like lagging super hard.
You killed one of the launchers.
I'm probably gonna die. Yeah, my game is lagging so hard right now. It's just frozen.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm probably dead.
Yes, you are. I don't know what you're thinking. You
Alright,
killed
cool.
one of the launchers?
Oh, my game froze. What can I say?
Yeah, no. Understandable. Alright. 2 missiles. Please tell me these.
It was like a notification popped up.
Okay, yeah,
and
these
then the
things are
game
rearming, by the way. They have unlimited ammo. So, we couldn't attrition it. But there's, one of the launchers is empty, I think. And there's like 5 missiles now, so. I'm gonna try and get one more. Direction. Need to get the radar.
Yeah. I am so sorry, all you viewers wondering like what the hell is going on. I am wondering that same thing too.
Launchers are aiming at that, so.
Mud, 5 o'clock. Patriot. We got a stinger right on our nose. SA-6.
Fuck. The SA-6s are not scary when you have terrain.
Oh no.
But when you don't have terrain that protects you, then they're very scary.
Well, that is true.
But now they have more missiles, so they're shooting now.
Why do they have more?
I think they have unlimited ammo. They resupply. Because there were like 4 missiles, and then, well, maybe not. But I thought one of the, I didn't think that.
We can still neutralize them.
Yeah, I know, but it's like we can't do war of attrition and just get them to shoot all the missiles.
Maybe not with that method.
No, but it's like I'm just trying to get a lock with the Maverick, but it's not locking.
Make sure that you're holding down.
Yeah, I know how to do it. It's just it's tricky
okay.
to get it.
It is. You have to fly your nodes very steadily.
Yes.
That's the best way to go about it.
Let's see the launcher or any of the targets. Yes. I just want to get this radar, and if I can do that, then I can bomb everything else. If I can't get it with this, then with this Maverick, then I'm probably going to jettison my Mark 2s and go get a couple strikes at Mavericks.
We've got nails, 9 o'clock.
I really hope that was the radar.
Dude, if you've got the radar, then we should be able to move in and run the rest of them.
Yeah, I just fired a Maverick. I don't know what I was aiming at. It's impossible to tell. 1 launcher's dead. There's still 3.
I got so I got one of them.
You got 1 launcher, yeah.
I thought I shot 2 missiles. You know what happened? Maybe they have.
But
What is it? The situational defense? Well, like what you were saying, maybe they have
Point
like
defense?
spatial defense. Yeah, exactly.
So
So,
they can
if
shoot
they're
down
getting
missiles.
shot at by a missile, they can exactly.
I don't
Like
think
aim
so. I don't think
88 or
I don't think they
aim
can-
88. What the fuck am I saying? You know what I
I
mean?
think so. I mean, we
Hans.
killed one of them, but... Alright, please let me... Oh, it looks like it's tracking the radar. I get it. I killed the radar. Let's fucking go.
Dude, no way.
Let's go.
Okay, we need to move in. You're about to be Winchester.
I have 6 Mark 82s. So many things in the kneeboard pages.
Can
that
you
I
target
forget.
the heavy armor?
There's no heavy armor.
There's AAA on the north side of the runway that I saw.
North side of the... No, there isn't.
Yeah. Scan it with the...
I'm looking at it on the F10 map and there's nothing there.
What? I saw something on the FLIR page when I was using the nav. I could have sworn I saw a tank that was like lined up on that side, but
There
maybe it was
isn't.
just another small vehicle.
Yeah, or a building or something like that. I don't know. Alright,
It looked like a tank. It looked like it had a barrel, but that's weird. Maybe it got destroyed. Yeah, it's
there were vehicles there.
it's good
but-
though. Why is it taking this long to load the server? This is unacceptable. What the is DCS tweaking? Do I have to restart it?
Everybody who was watching Jimbo's stream, come over to watch my stream.
Yeah, everybody go watch Whisper stream.
Alright. I'm so proud of myself. It was entirely luck, to be fair. Because it was just luck about, like, I kind of roughly saw which one I was pretty sure was the radar, but it was just whether or not it locked it was luck.
All right, I got nails, 8 o'clock. And captured. We have a friendly, 12 o'clock high, 4 miles.
One more day to it, I could do.
I love this so much. Now that I'm not completely pointless with it, love it. What? Okay, those bombs didn't even go remotely close to where I was aiming. It was like 3/4 of a mile away, but okay. That might have been a bit.
Are you using the targeting pod or are you using
No.
the TV page to lock on the target?
Okay,
I'm
Neil.
using
Or are you
the
just using the beeper?
action, but I think I might,
Okay.
my pull was too high. I tossed it too far. That is what happened because I pulled hard. Whatever, I have 4 more bombs, then I'll go RTB and land. Get some more stuff.
Okay, captured. You got it.
Alright, I'm pushing the voltage and the clock speeds.
Bye.
Better performance.
Okay, captured. Roger. Captured.
Oh yeah. Now we're feeling something. Turned off all the lights. Everything's way cooler. People don't know, but the lights actually create heat.
Is that idle for some reason? Oh, those one's short. Why am I struggling with this today? I don't understand.
Is your autismo?
Is it because of the altitude of the top? Let's do dive toss.
Bro, I closed Deeks. And I'm trying to join that swerver. I opened it back up. Trying to join the swerver. I checked Task Manager. It wasn't open before I opened it back up again. Oh, it says mission load done. Okay, cool. Good shit. We're in it, boys. We're in it, boys. We're good.
here.
But also, if anyone wants to donate to Whisper's stream, definitely hop on there and send a little bit of a donation there. Helps us get to that level where we can give back to the community. Whisper, don't accept.
What?
Don't accept the real request if you get one.
I need Jester for this. Alright, I told Jester some information and then now hopefully he should be better.
Captured.
Those are gonna miss too.
Try that.
We're closer, but still missed. That's hard to do, actually.
It is pretty tricky.
I think it's because of the altitude and having to tell just in parameters. Like when you're at low altitude, like not in the mountains, and you don't have to tell just the command, it's just it works better. I don't know. I was getting so much more accuracy, but just doing it poorly the last couple times. Like last 2 times I tried it on multiplayer on Afghanistan. I think it is because of the altitude. But it's also me being bad, but
It's probably the altitude.
it's a combination. I think I was just not doing it well. I don't know why. Yeah, then I need to RTB because I'm at 4,000 pounds. I must strafe these targets first. You can hit boats and things with sparrows and in the Tomcat. You can lock the ground.
Well, that's awesome.
It's stupid, but it's cool. I hit something and I almost shot myself down.
In what?
My abysmal phantom flying.
Because he's the go at the Phantom.
Yeah. He knows like a lot about aircraft and stuff in general. And DCS, like
It's true.
Like the other day when I was playing, he taught me a new way of employing harms in the F-16 that I didn't know about. It's basically like a pre-planned thing. If you have a waypoint on a target, you can just fire it at that waypoint and it will activate the seeker and then go for a specific radar. It's like you can do it in the Hornet too, but I figured you could in the F-16, I just didn't know how. And a cool thing about that is that you don't have to be aiming like, you know, at the target. You can basically put the target at like your 3 o'clock or your 2 or 3 o'clock, if you're close enough, and just fire it, and it will whip off to the side like it's an air-to-air missile and go and hit it. I did that like twice. That's cool.
That's insane.
It's really easy. It's useful if you have a known position of that target.
Yeah, but if you don't, it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, so use the HTS.
Exactly.
But you can also place a mark point on it with your HMD if you can see the launch, and then you can then have a point that you can aim at. That's it. I do actually. It's already set, so then I can. Okay.
See you on my nose.
Bud, 12 o'clock. Patriot.
On radar.
Where is this? It says 107. Yeah, I'm RTB. I have 3,500 pounds of fuel.
Yeah, you can top off.
Is there a tanker? Probably not. Oh, there are, but they're farther away.
Yeah, there should be one.
There are
Wait,
to the
yeah, there is.
northwest, but they're...
Yeah, you can get one.
Yeah, but they're farther away, and I have no ordnance, so I have to land anyway.
Is it closer to go to Bagram?
It's closer to go to Kandahar.
Oh, to Kandahar?
Yeah, that's where we started from. Going. Just
Hey, what's the fuel? Okay.
It's always possible you could divert, though,
Got nails.
to another airbase if necessary, if it's closer.
the closest one is Kandahar, so...
Steering set for diversion.
I love that Jester asks you about fuel and give you a point. Like, you can just tell him to divert to wherever, and then you can go there. He'll say, like, basically...
Yeah,
put
it's
in a
nice
waypoint.
that he reminds you of fuel, too, in case, you know,
But he'll, like, tell you...
in case
he'll,
someone forgets.
you tell him it's low, and then he'll give you 4 options. Like, you can remain on the mission, you can go divert to an airfield, you can go to a tanker, or something like that. He'll navigate you there.
Good friend.
Alright, I'm at Angels 21, so don't blow me up. Hit me.
He's just 18 climbing 25. The only difference between civilian and military aircraft is military says Angels 19, and civilian aircraft will say flight level 19.
I think that Angels, that's a Navy thing. I don't know if the Air Force does that.
Maybe they say flight level 19 too.
I think they do say flight level, but I know that the Navy does Angels, because you listen to the Carrier Ops, and that's what they do it with. So I've just kind of gotten in the habit of saying that.
I see. Yeah, I prefer to use Navy vernacular,
Yes.
considering that was what my grandfather was involved in.
I just got happy since when I started learning about stuff like that, I was focused on, you know, Navy stuff.
Positive
Carrier
IFS.
Ops.
Target is a friend.
I just care because it's my fam.
Gas is tweaking.
Does that ever cease?
No.
Like, does what you're saying, does that ever stop? Like, when is he not? You know, I don't have to. When does that not happen?
Oh, we're going to be seeing each other shortly.
Visual?
I don't know roughly where you are, but
Can I shoot you with a sparrow? Oh, I can shoot you with a sparrow.
I swear to Christ.
Dude, all I have to do is just
We
squeeze.
got a friendly.
Oh,
11
all I
o'clock,
have to do
1
is
mile.
just.
You are almost having a midair with me.
I know. On purpose.
I know.
But you know I didn't. On purpose. You think I don't know how to guide this thing? Come on now. You know that I know that you know that I know that you know that you know that you know that I know that you know that I'm a good pilot. And I know that you know that I know that you're a good pilot. So
Things
it's
like
like,
that.
bro.
That's
It's
the thing
pretty
with this
simple.
server is every single time that you know you get on it because nobody's on it, so it's just us. We join it, and then the mission starts, and then when it starts, it's afternoon and heading into evening, and then it immediately becomes nighttime.
I love that so much.
Which for an aircraft that we do have MVGs. Okay, that's good, but we have no symbology on the HUD because we don't have a HUD, and using weapons at night is not easy without T-Prod with FLIR, and especially because most of them just require visually acquiring the target. TV guided weapons are
It's
useless,
true.
so basically IR guided Mavics are the only thing we can use.
And that is exactly why I am using those right now.
That's what I was doing too, but I was just doing the ones with the large warhead, not the, I think it was the H's or the K's. H, I think. Are you with me or are you going to the target?
Going to the target.
Yeah, that's there still for you is relaunchers.
Copy. I've been searching for 3 launchers.
But go kill them. It also helpful
Roger
you
that,
know,
partner.
flying low to avoid SAMs and go after targets and things in the mountains in Afghanistan at night with no terrain following radar. It's interesting.
Heads up, Nails, 5
This thing has a
o'clock.
pretty impressive roll rate at high speeds.
Yeah. It doesn't like turning. Like, dogfights are mostly
It's turn.
to be avoided. I mean, if you're at 300, if you're at like 375, 400 knots, it turns reasonably well. But not well enough that I would want to dogfight anything. Because you have to use your power and
What the
speed to
hell
get
is
away
this
from stuff.
airfield? I'm trying to find this airfield in this tiny little scope that I've got.
I see a new bogey. Right
I'm not
5,
seeing
2
it,
miles.
boys.
3,500.
You guys seeing it?
Alrighty, gear, flaps, pressure, warning lights, anti-skid. Target paints at the friendly. 300.
It's gonna be harder and harder to see soon.
Every other light on at the airport except the runway lights.
100.
Wait, I feel like I'm close.
Oh. That was...
Oh man, I hope the squad was watching. You effing nailed that landing.
That was
unlike the
butter.
last one.
That was so smooth. Thank you, Jester, for complimenting me and not reprimanding me, even though I'm way off center line now because I'm slipping around for some reason.
Dude, I cannot see. Oh, there it is.
Why am I yawing so much on this runway? They must have a crosswind. I was having that issue trying to take off too.
Rifle. Egressing.
I might call it.
Egressing west. I don't don't think my missile hit anything of value. But I'm going to attempt to find the last few targets. I need to turn up my displays here.
I've never really flown in conditions any darker than this event. I've been meaning to do a night flight, but I need to practice. My landings are finally getting decent because I've figured out how to do it.
Nice. It's only a matter of time before you fly in pitch black in this thing.
Yeah, I will. I want to do some ILS landings in.
I love flying in pitch black in the Phantom.
Yeah, I haven't. Hard enough and I can see shit.
Oh, I think I found a target.
Roger.
So, I didn't
Rifle?
even jettison my.
Wilcox in.
Rifle.
All of the lights around here are really laggy. I think we noticed that.
I just got one cub.
Nice, that's one of the tells. I'm pretty proud of my.
One less target. We might actually be able to take this base.
Just have Mavericks.
I think I only have 2 more missiles left. So I better make these ones hit. Otherwise, I'm definitely gonna have to go in with guns.
Yeah. Do you have any more Mavericks?
One of them's near the airfield.
I tried doing it.
Yeah. I would love if you would try doing that.
Alright, how do I take control of it though? I guess I can have control, but stand by 1 second. tell if I'm like actually slewing this thing.
I'm not seeing it slew on my screen.
I can change the
I'm seeing it zoom in and out.
Yeah, and I'm moving the thing that I thought was to control it, but it's... I have to press this. Have action, switch. Why did that work? I'm moving the thing that does the grocery above.
There has to be something that we're not doing.
Yeah. Would have action. Fly me towards it, and I'll see if I can do it. Oh, if there's a handout? Alright, so I can clearly do that.
Alright, it's right on our nose here.
Why can't I slew it?
I can slew it.
I can lock things, but I can't... It won't let me actually... Yeah, I see where it is. It's right, like, up. That heat one right there, yeah.
Where, here?
Yeah, it's the one, yeah, closest down left, bottom left there. That's it.
Here?
No. Russ, you see the hot spot? Along that side, so that side of the runway. To the right. Right down that sand berm from the smoke. Big hot spot. To the right. Right there, to the right. That's it. Unless that's something you get. Yeah, it's right there.
It's right. Yep, it's to the side. See them both. I'll let you get them. The button that I'm pressing to
I know how to
target
do
them
it, but it's...
is
kinda-
aerial refueling button release.
Yeah, but I don't have that in the background. It should just be slew, but I must be missing something.
Let me
because-
switch off of air to. Let me switch off of the. There we go. I
guess.
switched off of the TV, so you should have control over the TV now. Do you have control over it?
Can't tell. I don't think so. Like I can move the thing, the hand controller, change the field of view. But when I move it around, it doesn't do anything. Hold on a second.
It's got to be something you're missing, Whisper.
I think I figured it out. I just can't see because I'm just looking at the sky.
Why are you controlling my aircraft? Stop controlling my aircraft. Dude,
Hey, take control.
I'm in control.
Hold
But
on.
someone else was flying it for a second.
Yeah, I know I was.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'm lining up with the target.
Yeah, I can't.
Target's on our nose.
This forum post says that it controls it with the stick, not that, but doesn't. Maybe you don't have control of it. I mean, maybe I don't have control of it.
How can I give that to you? Do I have to switch out of air to ground? Alright, I switched out of air to ground.
It's just an aggressive control. Okay. What is the cross track and a long track? That's different. It's not anything but. Well, that's antenna control. Is there an option in that?
Yes, there is.
The hand control is different though, so it's like I have the axis commands. No. Move cursor, along track, cross track. Fucking hands for this.
Grow a new one.
I can't press the trigger half action and press a modifier and do that at the same time. Let me just for the sake of.
And rifle. Hopefully this hits an actual target.
Okay, I don't know how to do it.
Let's find out.
No, I don't care right now. I think I have to have, like...
Yes. Looks like a successful target to me.
Alright, I'm gonna end this though soon. Nobody's watching, and because the stream, it's been 3.5 hours, and I wanna go to bed.
Okay.
So... don't know what, like, it just doesn't say what control I need. The Wizzo.
There has to be a control for it.
Wizzo performs the same sequence of actions for the secret guidance and communicate video upon pilot confirmation, hyperlocation, trigger of his own. So uses to manage the spearhead placement along 5D field of view. Rather than pressing and holding the ARR action or AR button to activate the pilot or Wizzo selects half action trigger position, loses secret using cursor control. And then once it's under that done in full action. I don't know. I need to maybe watch a video about that. All right, kill that last thing.
I'm trying.
You want me to fly? I might be able to fly a little bit steadier and you can then slew it.
If I can't get it here.
Because it's hard to have to fly and...
Not that hard. I can do it, but I'll let you fly.
I know where it is, though.
Alright. You should probably take controls.
I feel like control is so easier controlling it too.
Do I control throttle?
No, I control everything.
Okay, I'm gonna leave my throttle alone.
It's laggy though.
Pull throttle to idle. Okay, now fly normal. Just had to make sure. Because my headset says it's very low.
Alright.
Which means it's only a matter of minutes now.
Alright, can you look to our 9 o'clock and see the runway?
Yes.
See near that smoke and fire, there's
Yes.
like 2 beige kind of shelters or tents or something.
Yeah.
On the sand, just like in the side of the runway, or not. On the sand, like
Honestly,
next,
I could probably do this quicker targeting it on my own.
I'm
and
just
then
trying to talk you onto it. I don't
I
know
could
if you
just
know
maybe
where
land.
it is. I know where the target is. Is my point.
Alright, I got it. Fly me to it.
Up. Down and left.
Can't aim any lower.
Okay. I think just strafe it. I
I
can
see
where it
exactly
is.
where it is. No, we don't need to strafe. I see exactly where it is.
You
It's
know where it
south.
is?
Yeah, it's north of those 2 large hangars. Go left, go left, go left. Fly. Keep going left, Fly 0, 1, 0, 120, 120. Fly 120. Level out right here. 120.
It's like, it feels weird and it's like laggy in the backseat trying to fly. That's some decent stuff.
Going. Keep going. Alright, turn around. Left side. There you go.
I feel like we're doing this backwards. But I don't know how to get it to slow, so... Alright, if I can't get it with me flying in,
Slow down. Go harder. You see it? Put the nose on it. Alright, I have controls.
Yeah, because I have no forward visibility, really. I was just going to control it in the terminal attack phase, basically, just so we could, you know... You can recenter it, too. Alright, you know where it is,
What I
though.
just did.
Yeah, right there. You see it? There you go.
Come on.
There you go. Nice.
Rifle, baby.
I'm gonna turn
Rifle,
my
baby.
lights. Turn my lights. Awesome.
We can
Blue.
land there if we need to.
That's blue
Let's
now.
have you take us back to Kandahar if you want.
Okay, so this is cross track.
I'll turn the lights on. Go ahead and take us back to Kandahar. You have controls. You have
Oh,
controls.
stand by. I'm looking for my lights. I can't see
I have
shit.
controls. I have controls.
I just want my lights on.
Do I have another missile? I do. I thought I didn't.
Okay, let me put in the TACAM if I can find where that control is. Hold on. It is 7.5, I think it is. It's 7.4. That's 7.5. Alright, so you can pull up the TACAM like display and everything. I don't think I got enough information to that here. Yeah, I don't get. Alright, I can fly us there, but I have to climb because I don't have, you know, much in the way of visibility forward.
I mean,
You can just fly us because we're.
you could take controls. Fly as fast as you want.
Familiarize myself with, you know, where anything is in the apartment.
You have controls?
I have controls.
My headset is now critically low. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Definitely make sure to subscribe to Whisper DCS and JimboVR for more of this content. And please join the Discord we've got pinned in the description. We would love to have you be a part of the community. It's awesome there. But without further ado, I will see you all next time. Peace and be easy.